Blake doesn't really like
in
that
3,
much.
2, 1. Hello and welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends sit around to play some Dungeons and Dragons, and we share the story with you, our wonderful audience. Thank you everyone so much for being here. We appreciate your presence today, and a special warm welcome to those of you who might be tuning in for the first time. Greetings and salutations to you, friends. We hope you enjoy your first taste of the Neighborhood Watch and this group of friends and the story that it is that we are telling. I apologize for the slightly less than energetic, slightly less energetic than usual intro. Yeah, it's what happens when you get sick, but we got a good show for you. Before we get into that show, though, gotta let you know where to find us later on. The first thing, if you like watching things live, if you happen to not be watching this one live, you can go on over to twitch.tv/Dicefunctional, where you can watch this game played every Saturday at around 4 p.m. Eastern time. You can also check us out throughout the week for other types of content. It's a great place to hang out and chat with us live as the story unfolds. If you want to catch up on things later, if you want to watch previous episodes, if you don't like watching things live, that's all okay. Just head on over to youtube.com/@Dicefunctional, where we have our entire campaign 2 up to date. We have our entire campaign 1 over there. We have other one-shot content, other ttrpg content. We also have just gaming content and art content over there. So there's a lot of cool stuff over there to keep you entertained for a very long time, and you can get caught up on the story there. If you prefer to listen to things, you can go to wherever it is you get your podcast, search Dicefunctional. And we have a podcast feed that has all of Campaign 1 and Campaign 2 in it. So you can take us with you on the go. If you want to connect with us on socials, we are at Dicefunctional everywhere except for on Twitter, where we are at Dicefunctional with an _. And if you want more information on the players and on the characters, just search Dicefunctional wherever it is that you do your searching. We have an amazing, amazing website with all of that information and some cool artwork on there, so you can do that at your leisure. We have a game to get into right now. That's enough of me talking. Connor, take it away!
Everybody, please roll your 666s, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even logged in. Fuck.
Forgot to do that.
Oh, little kitty. Which one is that? Is that Phantom? That looks like Phantom. Okay. Where we last left the Neighborhood Watch, they had just finished up dealing with a monstrosity hidden inside of a forest nearby the town of Ghiran in North Ekhace. There, after slaying the beast, sadly, the party's investigator, Darius, received a fatal blow from the creature, requiring a revivify ritual in order to be brought back. And due to remarkable luck, their player rolled just under the threshold to be brought back with no issues. It looks like they're dealing with a very stinky kitty right now. I apologize. And came back with a unwilling familiar. Something that the party now has to deal with. A odd-looking black cat by the name of Luce, who appears to be making itself, in all honesty, a nuisance for everybody. But after dealing with that situation and getting getting Strooper released as he was now proven to be innocent, you guys made your way over to the city of Ghiran, and we're going to begin looking around this place for the black market somewhere inside of the city. Now, by the time you guys have arrived, it's about 6:30 in the afternoon. You would have arrived on one of the last few trains that come in. So at this point, it looks like the nightlife is kind of coming alive in the city itself. Folks are getting off of work. Folks are starting to pop by at other restaurants and places to get some food. Some folks are just walking around town, getting groceries, getting their meals ready for the night, or relaxing in any way, shape, or form. Yes, Jess.
Did we long rest during that?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. So I can take my exhaustion down from 3 to 2.
Yes. I could have sworn you said that last time, but yeah, you should be at 2 exhaustion
Yeah,
now.
Things didn't get changed on my sheet between then and now. I just put on my spell.
As we were loading in, I went, do I have to add any my spells? Yeah. So I had my
No, the
education
work
and
I
my
was supposed to
spells.
all my work.
I didn't put my feet or my spell. I picked my spell about 20 minutes ago.
I made a whole ass PowerPoint and then forgot to add the things to the sheet.
Yeah,
I need
it's
to check.
I didn't expect a PowerPoint presentation when I asked, "Hey man, show me the things you wanted to get." Like I expected screenshots. I got a
made
PowerPoint.
Oh, we knew it was happening because
Because in voice call going, guys, I'm making a PowerPoint to decide which spell I should take.
Connor, I don't know if I asked you this, and I think
Yeah.
I did. I'm allowed to it's not a druid spell, but I think you said I could have divination as a spell.
Yeah, the to explain, the rule that I am operating by with these spellcasters in this game is if it fits, you can use it. It just needs to be something you run past me. So literally, if it fits,
If it fits.
it fits.
It fits.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense
So-
for a Druid of the Stars to not get divination.
Well, it's that, and Granny doesn't have access to some gun-based spells, and they are a a cleric that is based pretty heavily around gun use. Fitz is missing magic that would make sense for a warlock in their situation to have. The divination-based druid doesn't have some divination spells, and the artificer, again, who works with guns, doesn't have gun-based spells. Again, it's all very weird, so I just allow it to happen.
You previously, I just couldn't remember if I had, but now
No, I'm pretty sure I did, but it's not a big deal. So yes, you're fine.
I don't know how to add spells in.
So do you see the meatball button on your sheet?
Yeah.
Press the meatball, go to plutonium import,
Uh-huh.
and then go to spells,
Okay.
and then use that spot to import the spells that you need.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, no
Anyway.
problem. I am used to doing this. It's not a big deal. So, you guys have effectively just made your way into the city of Ghiran. Granny, nothing appears to be outwardly extremely different from how it was when you were last here. The city looks about the same as how you left it. You would note maybe a slightly stronger guard presence. Like maybe like one or two more guards at stations where you wouldn't expect them, but that's about it.
Well, do we want to get dinner first or go straight to the market?
Do you not want to check on your house?
We do
Uh,
that.
Oh
yes,
shit,
I
my house.
suppose. I suppose I should, yeah.
Oh shit, I do have one of those.
I do have.
I'm eventually supposed to get something from the Underdark there, but there's no way in hell it's already here.
I'm so used to living like a vagrant that I just haven't checked on my own house.
We haven't been back in town for a while.
I guess we could go get a hotel room or something.
No.
Not only do we have a house, we have a cart. We don't need a hotel.
No.
Holiday Inn?
Sometimes you just want to like stay in a hotel. You know the vibe.
The liminal space.
Spaces
Mhm.
so you go in, put the fantasy AC on 69,
And then watch Food Network.
and watch Fantasy Food Network.
Or Forensic Files.
Yeah.
Fantasy Food Network.
Turn on the TV and go, there's nothing good here, but I'll settle for diners, drive-ins, and
You
dives,
watch
drivers,
yourself.
and
That is a
dine-ins.
good show.
Or like you
Ish.
find a channel and they're like 3/4 of the way through the first Iron Man movie, and you're like, well, I never would have picked this, but like
But
I
I'll
guess
settle.
it's on. It's the best thing I can find. You watch it and you're like, that movie's okay.
We watched Jurassic Park once, 3 times in a weekend.
Oh my god.
All I know is I remember when I was with you guys, it was all Forensic Files all the time.
Yeah, we know how we are.
Disney World Forensic Files.
Like 4 p.m.
So, my house.
Speaking of Forensic Files, it's taped off. There's been a crime.
No.
Someone has left a mysterious package on your doorstep.
Anthrax.
Sometimes
To
I
be
do
fair-
like that.
There is package coming from the Underdark. There may be anthrax in that package. I don't know what Delos has.
Making your way over to your home, Granny, you would see that the home appears to be in pretty standard condition for what you expected. Perhaps some of the greenery around it has grown a little higher than you would normally like to keep it. You may have taken a scythe to it at this point. But all in all, everything looks to be pretty standard. No mail. No letters have arrived. You're correct. There are no packages as well. And the building does not appear disheveled in any way, shape, or form.
You live in a fantasy HOA.
They're gonna be
Ew.
pissed.
No.
As a fantasy
don't
world,
want-
there is no HOA.
I don't
HOA
want to live in
doesn't
a real life
exist.
HOA. Homeowners associations have been outlawed by both North and South Acadian governments.
For being racist.
The one good thing they've done.
Yeah, it's both governments agreed that no one needs an HOA, and they decided that that doesn't need to exist.
They're shaking hands on this one.
Yeah. Horribly racist governments
It's-
that hate each other for the most part.
It's their breakfast at Tiffany's.
I said, what about Breakfast at Tiffany's?
She said, I remember the film. And as I recall, I think we both quite liked it.
Those kind of liked it. They both kind of liked it.
Kind of liked it.
And I said, well, that's the one thing we've got.
You guys know many more words of that song than I do.
Yeah. She said, we've got nothing in common.
Okay,
All right,
we're gonna get
all right.
copyrighted.
I know a lot of the song, actually.
We passed this joke already.
Oh, fine.
What's in my house? And
So
checking the inside and doing a sweep.
you would see the door to your house is unlocked.
Didn't I? I would have left it locked, right?
Yep, you probably would have.
My door's unlocked. Could I do like a perception check, scope out the area? Make
Yep.
sure there's no like I don't know.
Not like there was a crazy guy hunting you down trying to get you in a duel or anything.
Yeah, but he was tracking me with Scry. You wouldn't have come to my house, would he? Unless
Depends
he
on
like
how-
waited here for a little bit and was like, I had a really cool thing planned, and she's not coming home. Perception
for-
plus
For
P
buckets over your door. There might be like a bucket.
yeah.
Tar and feathers over your door.
I rolled a 14 for perception total.
Okay. 14 perception. You wouldn't immediately note anybody present inside of the house. There are some small signs of maybe things being moved around, but with a 14, you can't be 100% confident.
Sneaking. So maybe Cass could go in and see and do a scout without being caught.
Yeah. Kaz, could you do me a favor, and I'll go in with you since it's my house, but I would appreciate the help to make sure nothing's amiss here.
You want me to sneak in your house?
Well, my door's unlocked, you see, and I am diligent about locking it up behind me.
Okay.
Guys, and I'll cast Pass Without a Trace. So they at
You
least
can-
that-
Yeah.
you can walk away from me. I just cast it before you can.
Why don't you go around the back, and I'll go in the front, because they'll expect me in front if it's there.
Okay. Stealth checks.
A 14 plus 10. Is there pass without a trace as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
So 34.
yes. Then.
All right. Granny, what'd you get?
I got a 14 on the die, plus a 3. 17 plus 10.
27. So, both of you making your way into the house with the aid of Pass Without a Trace would be able to slip your way in with very little issue. No signs of tracks being left behind you as you trek your way through the house, which is only slightly dusty. You would not immediately see anything present here in the home. You do not see anyone inside of it. And sneaking through the darkened halls, you don't notice anybody inside of the building looking for you or waiting for you. I will take perception checks or investigation checks from the two of you if you'd like.
Either good, but could I once again argue advantage since it's my house?
Sure.
Okay. Good. 7. 16. I was doing investigation, so plus 17.
And what'd you get, Kaz?
I got a 12, but I'm looking for the anything that's been left, like, I don't know, something hidden, in case it's not like a hidden recording device or something
That's fair.
lying around.
That's fair. You're doing investigation specifically. So things have been moved around in the house, almost certainly. But they've been moved very carefully, not in the way that someone would do when they're ransacking a place for loot, more so the way that people would do when they're looking for something specific, and they were gently lifting things, putting it back down, opening drawers, closing back up, carefully looking through things to not leave too much of a trace. Doesn't look like anything's missing, though. It also doesn't look like there are any hidden devices for listening or scrying. Jolly.
Okay.
Someone was looking for something, and I don't know what they were hoping to find.
Did you have anything valuable in here?
Not really. Anything truly valuable I would have kept with me.
You think it was the guy that was chasing after you?
He seemed more interested in just fighting me. He didn't seem very interested in any of my possessions. Because it's not out of the question, but it's an odd move. He didn't even know who I was.
Are you sure there isn't anything misplaced in your house?
I mean, stuff's been moved. I can tell that much. They were very careful about it. They weren't just looking for money, clearly. But nothing seems to be missing as far as I can tell.
Well, I can't really have much to say as a thief if you don't have anything valuable in this house.
I know. I appreciate your input nonetheless. I guess we just return to the others and be like, someone was definitely looking around, but whatever they were looking for, they didn't find. Because nothing's missing. This Fizzy said something, it didn't pick up.
How long have we been gone? Like, when's the last time we were here at this house?
Maybe a week or two? I don't remember.
Doesn't Darius have a spell? They can at least see people walking in and out.
The clue spell?
She does.
Darius isn't with you guys right now.
What? Where did she go?
She's still asleep in the car. She died a day ago.
Okay.
No, that's fair.
Bring out. We need to use you as a spell machine. Come on.
The second you knock on the door, she goes, Luce, get the door.
No,
Why?
I don't have hands.
It's Quitter talk.
Up now.
You're a cat. You can open doors. I know you can.
Luce is going to. Luce is going to leap up onto your chest, Darius. And he's going to turn his backside towards you.
Oh no, you're gonna get a fart.
And you're just going to hear a quiet.
And Darius will pick up the cat,
Oh,
open the window in her room, and hurl him out the window. Before getting up and going to her door, shutting the window behind her. He'll find his way back in. He's a monster.
Right.
What do you want?
I got a fresh mystery for you.
What kind of mystery?
Someone broke into my house. They they were looking for something specific. I don't know what. Nothing's missing, but they left the door unlocked.
Alright. I'll pop a clue and we'll see if we can figure out what they were looking around at.
Thank you kindly.
So Deus will go in the house, pop clue, and do it from the last time we were here to about an hour ago. So that way I'm not accidentally tracking the footprints.
Well, actually, it's impossible to see their footprints because their prints were passed without a trace.
Does pass without a trace
I
definitely
will-
clue?
Yeah, pass without a trace does not leave tracks. I'll double check clue, I think, but I think magical means would fuck with clue. I think.
I don't know.
Either way.
Great question.
What level is Clue? Is Clue a first level?
It's a baby spell.
I would point out that Password Trace is the second level. So
Yeah, if you don't leave any footprints or fingerprints, it wouldn't pick up.
Okay, yeah. So pass without a trace means that the people who were just in there aren't effectively invisible.
Well, no, because invisible creatures it would reveal.
Well, shut up. You know what I mean.
Because it literally specifies invisible creatures are visible. Yeah, I'm gonna get Semantic Z in here. It's my spell.
So the thieves didn't leave footprints?
So using pass without a trace, you would see that not pass without a trace. Using clue, sorry.
There you go.
You would see that there are signs of footprints that are left behind here, and prints. It looks like they were basically looking through the house, and they were actually pretty diligent about how they were checking into things. They did the drawers, they did shelves, they did stuff like that, but they also checked behind paintings. And like you can see by the way their hands got positioned, they looked behind desks and behind cabinetry as well.
They really thought you were hiding something.
Maybe they thought I was richer than I was.
You used to have anything that was really valuable?
Not anyone.
Well, that's pretty much all I got. I'm not gonna be much use until I'm back up to shape. But I will, while I'm sitting here just in case, I'll pop private eyes.
See if there's anything you missed.
Yeah.
It does not appear that there was anything that you missed. No, at least nothing significant. A very small detail that would be noteworthy is that there are no signs of pickwork being done to the actual doors themselves.
Somebody else have your keys?
Does someone else have my keys?
No.
No?
I'm pretty confident that
don't
even your door friend doesn't.
Yeah.
Both the priest and your employer don't have your keys.
another idea.
It could have been knock. Sorry, go
I
on.
was thinking.
Oh,
Yeah, it could have been that spell that opens. Can't tell what lap music was last used. Isn't that part of like Rod's touchy touch?
If you can't
ooh,
guess,
Rod.
Jill.
Are you doing your best impression of a cat?
Also, who's Rot?
Yeah, who's right?
Did it?
I didn't say it. I didn't say it this time.
It was me, Fitz. Sorry, I've been pretty good about that too.
Fitzy boy.
Fitz, checking on the front door, you can see that a transmutation spell was cast on it, a very low level one.
Could I go like ask a neighbor if there were any reports of break-ins recently?
Sure. You just head over to your neighbor and ask them if there have been any reports of that, and the old fellow will kind of look at you and go, no, I haven't really heard of anybody breaking in, no.
I've noticed a bit more guard presence, so it
Yeah. A little bit more guards.
not in
Nothing-
response to like rising crime or
Nothing I've heard of. We would have heard the gossip. I think they're just upping the police force a little bit.
Okay, well, take care.
You as well.
I mean, there's an obvious way we can find out why there are more guards.
Ask the guards.
Ask the guards. I don't think the captain really likes us yet, but, you know, we're working on him.
Well, we are here for one reason. I don't mean to distract.
It's weird that somebody's going into your house. I don't even know how. Kaz, how would we even find out about the market?
As a player, I don't know.
The answer for you would be you ask a fisher.
Oh,
You ask
right.
one of the fishers,
Okay.
you tell them, hey, I need to get to the
Um,
market, and you probably slip them some cash.
Yeah, but is it more common for fishers to hang around pubs and bars usually, or?
It varies. Like some of them will actually be near like the water, you know, because they are actually fishermen. Others will just be like hanging about pubs. The biggest thing is you just kind of have to keep your eye out for the tattoo. That's it.
Okay. Then, guess we'll just wander around town until we find a fisher, or at least spot a tattoo that, you know, the person has one.
It's like a little fish hook, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a fish hook on the webbing between the
I'm
thumb
sh-
and the finger.
Just had the vision of Fizzy just like looking at everyone's. Yeah.
Wait, I'm wearing gloves.
So,
Sounds simple enough.
so you guys begin kind of like meandering your way through town, trying to keep an eye out for anybody who appears to have that kind of tattoo that you're looking for. I'd say you guys can just roll a quick perception check, you all, and just see what you get. So everybody feel free to roll.
Myself, if that's okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Becca? I just saw that video of the cat doing the little water dance as it gets offered a cup of
The-
water. Yeah. Aww.
Ooh, my God.
Natural
Granny.
20 from Fitz.
Oh.
Hell
I rolled a natural 19. I'm really
Natural
excited.
19 from Granny.
Ugh. Jesus
Garrus
Christ!
gets a 21.
That's with disadvantage.
That's a disadvantage. That's very impressive, actually.
I also rolled a natural 19. Natural 19, 13, 23 plus 8,
We are
31
on
for
it
me.
today.
So what was that, Jolly?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, Why did someone's voice sound like Jolly's for a second in my brain?
What?
I think I had a stroke. I'm sorry.
Nothing like Charlie. I rolled a 31 total.
31?
Yeah, I rolled a natural 19. I rolled a 4 guidance, which is 23, and I have a +8 for perception.
Okay, that's a 31. Jace, what did Asher get?
For perception.
Yep.
16.
16. Jolly, what did Kaz get?
Unfortunately, 11, even
11?
with advantage. Yeah.
Fitz and Darius, what did you guys get?
Natural 20.
Natural 20 from Fitz.
I didn't want a natural 20.
21.
21. Michelle, Fizzy got a 31. And
Like 2 things!
Granny got a 21 total. Okay. So from Fitz is doing kind of the nervous thing. Fitz is being nervous as usual, is the best way of putting this, actually. And is effectively just kind of keeping an eye out on everybody who is around them. And Fitz, you will see that there definitely do appear to be at least 2 people who are probably fishers. There's one who looks to be like pretending to be a beggar of some sort in the main like market square area. And another fellow who currently looks to be packing up a box of fishing tackle and is trying to make his way further into the town itself. Fizzy, you would spot immediately that the guy who is coming back with the box of fishing tackle does also have to appear to have a few pouches of some kind of gold or coin hidden in his tackle box, while the beggar does not appear to have much of anything at all.
Cass,
Hmm.
I think that guy, she'll point at, like, she'll, like, do the, like, not point, but, like, she'll do, like, the, like, head motion
The
thing.
head
The head gesture.
nudge.
At the guy with the pouches. The guy with the tackle box.
I'm assuming the guy with gold is the one that has the more successful intel. Is basically okay.
Basically, yeah. That's general rule of thumb. The guy who gets paid the most typically knows the most, meaning that they're probably more reliable.
Okay, then I'll head over there because Fizzy pointed him out.
Hello.
Hello. So there's 2 things I wanted to ask.
Wait.
So do you know where the black market is in Ghiran, perhaps?
I do know. Who's asking?
Fizzy.
She doesn't look like any criminal I've seen.
To be quite frank with you, I'm a criminal, but I'm asking where it is.
I do know where it is. I will require money, of course.
How much?
10 gold.
Yeah, that's not so bad. She hands over 10 gold.
Thank you. So, what you will have to do is you will have to make your way into the grove to the north of town, and you're going to be looking for a burial tree. Look around there. You will try to find a small. What's the word? Knot in the tree. Push on it. Look for the hole. Climb inside.
Just like that?
Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
There's no, like, secret password, or not like we have to steal, I don't know. When was the last time we went to, I forget that one city we went, that we used a fingernail?
Thornhurst, you mean?
Thornhurst, yeah. Nothing, like, detrimental of using one's body parts.
No. In this case, you just Wander over. You need to know where to go. There you are.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to ask, if you know anyone named Dottie.
Dottie.
Yes.
Jolly, can you remind me the context to Dottie?
I asked, I'm already forgetting character names already from how long. Anything intel about Dawn? And because I asked him, his sister, Dottie, was one of the pronounced thieves that knows intel about that.
Okay, I see now. A bit. Yes, I know a bit. You will have to understand that is not cheap information you're asking for.
What does that mean?
You will have to pay quite a bit to know about what I know.
How much are we talking here?
At least 200.
200 gold? Wait, technically I have platinum.
Yeah, you have platinum.
How much platinum do we have still?
775.
It's a lot.
No, I also have my own platinum.
That you stole from somebody.
Oh, yeah.
I did steal money from Swear. It is his money. So ironically, I'll use his money. Which I will pay 2 platinum? Is that convert to?
No, it'd be 20 platinum.
20 platinum. Okay, then I'm fine with 20
platinum. Add a 0
platinum.
to the end of it, that's basically how much gold it is.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll work over my 20 platinum then.
He'll take the money. So, the woman you're looking for, currently she is running her own, what's the word? Gang. Guild. Thieves Guild. Whatever you wish to call them. She's basically gone to the underground, though. She does not do much publicly. If I recall correctly, right now she is living somewhere basically in the wild. Do you have your map? I could try to point it out. And pulling up on the map, he will basically draw like a circle around a certain spot and say, "Oh, that's not drawing. There we go." Somewhere right around there is where I had last heard that they had some kind of a hideout.
But that means it could move any time, though, right?
It's possible, yes.
He's gonna pick on a Thornhurst thing again.
I don't think it's like that, but they are still one for their own privacy.
Okay. Well, thank you for the intel. We'll be taking our leave then.
Best of luck to you. All right. So, with your information in hand, is there anything in particular you guys wish to do above ground in the city first? Little shrug from Becca.
I'd rather check out the black market poison before I check out the above world.
Black market first and foremost from Darius.
I have a question that Jess just asked me that I didn't know the answer to. Where was Shay again?
Shay? Shay was in a cave somewhere to the north of Ghiran.
Okay.
Somewhere around here-ish?
Okay.
It's just been a while since we've heard from him.
I was just
Yes.
making sure he wasn't like
Shay can't use magic, remember?
down
Yeah.
the street or something. He's like waiting for us and we're like, anyway, so let's go shopping and go to the market.
He'll be fine.
And Shay's like, it's It's been 73 days. I'm running out of food.
It's cold.
I don't know how to start a fire.
I just want something really quickly before we go to the black market. And I think you might hate this a little bit. I want to find some crystals.
Okay.
For healing.
If you're looking for healing crystals, I have bad news.
No, not for healing crystals. I need 25 gold pieces worth specifically.
Okay. Whoops. There we go. So, if you're just looking for jewels, then, I mean, the flowing amethyst would be a pretty good bet for that. And Granny could easily tell you that that would be...
Crystals.
Crystals
Okay,
and
look.
gems the same thing. Diamond is
Look here.
technically a crystal.
Amethyst is a crystal. It's
Look
a
here, if you're
quartz.
gonna be like that towards me, you're gonna have a fat fucking chance of finding crystals. Thank you very goddamn much.
Anything quartz will definitely work
Yeah,
as
okay,
a
that's
crystal.
The thing that makes it crystal is it's a crystalline structure,
Yeah, okay.
molecularly.
Fair enough. I'm sorry, Connor.
No,
To
you're
be fair,
fine.
and hold on
I
real
knew
quick.
you were being
There
a
is-
snot about it, but the answer's
Connor?
still the fucking same.
Connor, technically there are healing crystals. A diamond was shoved into my chest.
This is true.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I'm looking. I will say why I'm looking. I am looking for something for divination.
Yeah, okay.
So I need 25 gold pieces worth of something. And it's not like I can go and pick up the mushrooms. So I figure
No.
crystals.
So you're looking for like 25 gold worth of like, okay, that's cool. I actually like that idea. So yeah, you'd be able to head over to the flowing amethyst and you'd be able to very easily pick up what are effectively like low clarity rough crystals. They're about yay large, so they're still pretty big. And you will get like 3 of them. But like they're low clarity, very rough. The guy was basically getting ready to maybe throw them out or like try to sell them, but like, hey, you're buying them, so you can get that, no problem.
Cool. I don't keep my track of keep my money myself because I don't know what money is.
I can subtract 25 gold from the group number if you want.
That'll probably be the best. So I think I didn't keep my money with the group money.
Okay. 25 gold, gone.
Okay. I would like, before we go to because I don't know where to start when looking. So she's going to go back to the cart. I'm going to cast divination ritually.
Yep.
And I'm going to ask who, because it's not a yes no question, it's literally like it's a question that you can answer to however you want. It does not say yes no, it's like
Yeah, I know.
so she's gonna ask, who do I go to find information about my sister? She's gonna do a little dance around the crystals as she's doing it. Like hers is like a dance and like a it's a lot of
Eris cannot stop herself, even still half awake. Leans over to Asher and goes, "This is weird, right?"
like-
A bit, but I'm pretty sure that the bar for weird is. I don't know. I would say raised a bit in recent days and weeks.
It's bad.
Are you making the motion for flossing?
That's what Fizzy's doing.
I was like, she's
Honestly,
happy!
my thought went to like Fizzy is going straight up like trance style dancing around these crystals for like full 10 minutes.
You know that those people dancing under the
goth
bridge?
kids
The,
under
Yeah, the
bridge.
goth dancing.
Yeah,
See, I've
doing it's hard style.
I've been watching all of Letterkenny, so all I can imagine is the skids dancing on the cardboard.
No, it's the goths under the bridge.
Um,
Hell yeah.
That's like her like ritual.
So you ask that question to it, and the divination will come back with you and say, perhaps find the fiend.
Okay.
Ruben.
It told me to find a fiend.
Deus looking up, looking at you, looking down at Luce, who I assume is following.
He has become your shadow.
Yeah.
And you can never get rid of him.
I can for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Looks back down at Luce. I know where to find a fiend.
I don't think that's what they mean.
I'm
Sorry,
sure I
buddy.
can tell you where she is.
Only gonna cost you.
Oh, no. I'll ask in there. Cass, can you lead the way?
Sorry, I was eating, but yes, I will. I'll lead the way.
So valid.
AFK chair! AFK chair! It's still up!
I will say the one thing you have, like one of the like perks you have to like being in like a little animated is you can eat and no one will know. Which is really nice. Kind of
Actually, to symbolize you eating, can you give Ruben the Starbucks?
Let me remember which button that was.
See, whenever I have to do it, I have to put up the false video I have of me being here idle.
Right. I keep one of those for every single outfit I wear and every single time of day as well. So it's
One of the perks of being a guy, we dress so plainly that really, it's easy to get away with.
fair enough.
Kaz
I use
making. Oops,
Ruben
sorry.
like a bloodhound. Sorry.
Using Ruben like a bloodhound.
like a fiend detector. Beep, 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 beep.
Do you think he'll just screech whenever he finds a fiend?
There's a reward involved, maybe. He's just a baby.
So making your way to the Hollow Grove up north. You guys are currently going to be looking around for the burial site for one Liliane Mercier. There you are. Poking around for a little bit, eventually you'd be able to find what looks to be a pretty gnarled looking tree. The most recent epitaph being there for one Liliane Mercier. You guys look around the actual outside of the tree itself a little bit, eventually finding the knot in question, giving it a small push, and then hearing a slight movement from down low.
I'm assuming like an opening opened.
You would assume so. You're looking at an opening that's maybe only about like 2 feet tall, like 3 feet wide.
2 feet tall, 3 feet wide. Jesus. Is it like a
So
slide?
Do you want to find out?
Yeah!
Granny sticks her head in the hole.
No. I'm letting someone who is more in tune with modern day criminal activity to inspect this.
Inspect the tree.
Go in the hole.
Go in the hole.
It's your hole. It was made for you.
Guys, you have to show hole.
No, wait, hold on.
Oh.
Show hole.
Show hole. Or else Mustard Banana will get you.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Raid mechanic.
Mustard Banana, Sid
You have to.
Sidolfo Orlando.
Don't worry about it. Just
Boom.
no. What did he say?
So, who would like to go in the hole first? Nose goes from Becca and Jess. Fizzy's gonna go
Going.
first?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, a hole in a tree? I got tons of experience with this one. Buddy.
Oh,
Well-
baby.
Usually I'd be all game, but I'm still at disadvantage for checks.
No, you're fine. I have like super good eyesight in the dark, so it's fine. It's fine.
I'm also still limping. So you'd be slow.
Nah, it's fine.
Laying prone and sliding your way into the opening, you would see that inside it doesn't get much better. It is still maybe 2 feet by 3 feet. You have plenty of width around you, but not much above you. So all you can do is keep pulling yourself in, belly crawling down lower and lower. And the tunnel, for lack of a better term, is a tight, claustrophobic area with very little movement, but plenty of twists and turns. Moments where you feel almost like you're doubling back on yourself and you have to squeeze and wedge yourself into uncomfortable positions to bend over backwards and hit elbows and bends as you crawl downward further. It must go for a good 30 to 40 feet before eventually you get to a spot where you can hunch and crouch your way down further. Until eventually you find a spot where you can stand a little bit taller and actually walk down a slope.
So, like, it's
Yeah.
just crowded. It's just annoying. The first few feet, the first few like 50 feet, and then it gets a little better. So
There has got to be another way into this market.
How did they even fit all those goods down there?
What if you're a little bit bigger of a fella?
That's just bad accessibility issues, man.
Darius looks
Frank-
at the hole with a sigh at her height.
Frankly, the ADA compliance is not there.
The
Not
black
to mention
market is
OSHA.
not handicap compliant.
ableist.
Ableist black market. Well, I think we can all fit. Let's go.
Okay.
Time to
You
go
guys
full
all begin
earthworm.
squeezing your way and in some cases basically like worming your way through these caverns. They are not as bad as some caving expeditions I'm aware of, but it's still tight. It's still uncomfortable. Fizzy, as you were the first, eventually you will see a spot where it opens up to an area that is effectively like a dead end. You can see there's like a wooden platform. It's a dead end, and there is what looks to be like a lever at the end of the room. Got it. Fizzy, on your own, you get to the platform and the lever, and you just give it a pull, and then you feel the platform go. As Fizzy drops.
Fine.
And Fizzy, you are aware of a far fall. You're not sure how far down it goes, but you are falling for seconds.
For a turn.
Huh?
Am I falling for like the space of a turn?
No. You're falling for the space of several turns, actually.
Okay. Can I turn into something then as I'm falling?
Sure. What would you like to turn into?
I can't fly yet, unfortunately. Like I can't turn into a thing. I can't turn into like a bird. Actually, I can. Oh no, I don't have polymorph up. Shit.
Why don't you turn into a flying squirrel so you can glide down?
That's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna turn into a flying squirrel?
Yeah.
You turn into a flying squirrel and begin to glide down a little bit slower now. And you're aware that, well, as a flying squirrel, you can't see in the dark.
No.
It is jet black for you now.
That's fine.
And you are just falling down and kind of gliding down slightly, occasionally bumping into the wall and then falling back off. And
No,
gliding.
with wild shape I keep my eyes.
Oh, do you keep your
I believe
vision?
you do. I think polymorph you don't, but I think wild shape you do. Hold on.
Please check.
Yeah, I'm
While I
gonna
keep
check.
describing. As you are falling further and further, eventually, this little flying squirrel will eventually feel themselves hit something string-like and get tangled up a little bit. And then you fall a little bit more and feel something tangle you up a little bit more, and then a little bit more. And then you realize you're kind of stuck. You're not moving anymore.
Hold on. Okay, no, I don't keep my eyes. Okay.
You don't keep them. Okay.
It says you're replaced by statistics, but you retain your alignment, personality, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma score, and you
Yep.
also retain all your skill and your skill and thrill, but not your.
Yeah,
That's
not
okay.
sight. But yeah. You feel yourself tangled up in something inside of this free fall, effectively.
Don't press the lever yet.
Why?
I'm gonna turn into a person. I'm gonna get on my website form. Might be dangerous. I don't know.
What does that mean? What did you do?
As you go, might be dangerous. I don't know. You feel the strings not be able to lift you anymore because you are now no longer a squirrel.
Yeah.
And suddenly you go.
Uh-huh.
You fall some more,
But I can
tangling and
see.
snapping your way through webbing. Yes, you can see, and you do feel that you are slowing as you are falling down these webs, and you realize they are spider webs of a sort. Until eventually you see that the cavern opens up, and you're looking at what is effectively like a large underground lake, and you will unceremoniously fall straight into it. But you will not take damage.
Alright, Legend of Zelda, you've been playing too much Tears of the Kingdom.
All right, fine. Would you prefer to take fall damage?
No!
Fair enough.
Or just know you're gonna fall for a while, and then it's going to end in water. Letting you know.
Who can't swim?
Kaz.
It's fine. It's fine. Is it deep water?
Is it
Oh,
deep water?
Yep. It's probably a good 10, 20 feet deep.
Yep.
The shore's nearby, but like it's still deep.
I'll help you swim.
Kaz has the necklace as well.
Mhm.
Oh, that's true, you don't need to breathe.
Jump in after me, and I'll help you get to shore.
Whichever way works, I guess.
Hey, wait, I can. Oh, it's not change water, it's just follow water. Fuck.
Hey, quick question. Is
So are
everyone
we-
on the platform now?
Asher
imagine
isn't.
so. Asher
Asher-
isn't. No.
No.
Are we in a universe where falling into water at any height does not cause fall damage?
No, you're in a universe where your fall has been slowed to the point where falling into water is not as bad. It still stings, but it's not going to hurt you and kill you. There's a reason why I described the webbing that you fell through first and foremost.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Where's Asher, by the way?
Asher is a couple steps back off the platform. He wants to investigate the whole thing, the contraption.
Okay. Darius.
Oh, if everyone was on it, she was gonna pull the lever without warning.
I know. I know. As soon as you asked, I was like, I know what's happening.
But she is still standing dangerously close to the lever. Her hands, however, are in her pockets.
So you haven't pulled the lever yet.
I have not pulled the lever yet.
I'm waiting for Asher.
If there's a way for Asher to get around it to investigate the lever.
Okay.
Mostly looking for like just to see if he can figure out what the mechanism is.
It's a pretty basic lever system that activates the actual platform itself.
Okay.
Like, I don't even need you to roll for this, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's basically a spring-loaded pulley system. You pull the lever, it snaps the platform down and open. That sets up a mechanism, which then slowly brings the platform back closed, and then brings the lever back up into a ready position.
Okay.
Simple as that.
So it looks like this is the way we are supposed to go.
Certainly looks it.
Okay.
Is Asher on the platform now?
Asher will just sigh. All right.
Before you pull it, wouldn't it be more dangerous if we all fell at the same time because then we're gonna be hitting each other on the way down?
Probably pulls.
That wasn't even a character. That was just me asking. drag, I guess.
You guys continue falling down this tunnel for about the same amount of time as Michelle here. It will be at most 30 seconds. That's still 5 rounds of falling. At a certain point, you would feel webbing that begins to you begin to kind of fall into, kind of slowing your fall a little bit more to a more comfortable speed until eventually the cavern opens back up and you're looking at what looks to be a underground lake of some sort, which you then all fall into. Oh, also, bear in mind, Fitz, you don't need to breathe, so...
I know.
Okay.
We have 2 people in this party who don't need to breathe.
Breathing optional.
As soon as we're in the water, I imagine that Kaz will not be having a great time. It's kind of going to be a bad time in the water. Because I know that I used to sink and not float and die.
She
in the water.
also sinks down.
Yeah, I think that Fitz, being the other one who doesn't have to breathe, will kind of swim over and like tap his shoulders to like motion for Kaz to put her hands on his shoulders and swim them to the
Yeah,
to the-
Granny
the
also
surface.
helps the
Yeah.
anyone who needs it swim ashore.
Helping your less experienced comrades make their way up and out of the underground lake, you are now standing at what looks to be the edge of effectively a very large cavern, but one that's been developed and modified over time. You can see that the lake is effectively like an estuary that comes off of something like an underground river or part of a water table. Pardon me. But you can see that this estuary effectively has what looks to be like a set of small docks set up next to it, or there are what are effectively like dinghies that have been modified to have like little tow ropes and small tow boats behind them that are being loaded up with various bits and bobs, crates, boxes, barrels, loose bits of things, depending. While the other boats, the dinghies themselves, look to be getting loaded up with more so food supplies, blankets, stuff like that to keep people warm, and water. But you can also see that this place has people of all sorts and kinds down here. Elves, dwarves, half-orcs, maybe even some full orcs, some goblinoids of various sorts, including hobgoblins. This place is lively, but a little different. There appears to be a generally unspoken but understood feeling to the entire place, where people are not typically talking with one another, not poking their nose in other people's business, and trying to help everybody go along to get along so that there is no conflict that crops up here. You can also see further away from the lake estuary area, there is what appears to be almost like a little town. You can see ramshackle houses that have been built, some planted almost like into the sides of cavern walls, a few what look to be hotels that are in some cases about 5 stories high and braced up with God knows what kind of material. It's still standing, but you don't know how safe it is. And then there are what appear to be tents and little modified caravans that look like they can be mounted on top of boats to just kind of be rowed down the actual lake itself. You're looking at a small town down here. Welcome to the Ghiran Black Market.
You know what's good about falling into a lake of water? Force is loose to take a bath.
You look back at the water and you see the shape of a black cat floating in the water.
Deo sees that and leaves him.
No, it does not appear to be moving.
Yeah, she sees that and leaves him. He'll poof away and come back.
You hear a voice next to you go, "That's a shame." The dead cat body is not disappearing.
Deus will go into the water and get him.
What if it's not him? What if it's just a different dead cat?
Does it
No,
have...
that's definitely Luce. You pull out another body, it looks just like Luce, and there's Luce next to Darius, and there's the dead Luce right here. What are you gonna do now?
Darius is gonna look at the dead Luce, look at Luce, and go, someone will eat this.
Gross.
Am I wrong?
I don't know if he's edible. Like, he might have disease.
Do you have diseases?
Want to find out?
I mean, I easily could. I was just asking. Don't make me have to detect poison and disease. I'm tired.
That's a shame.
Darius is gonna look at the cat body, look at Luce, and then just drop it back in the water.
Contamination.
It's fine.
There is no winning.
Is that where we go? I'm just gonna point to like not the house part, but like the other part.
Yeah,
mean the
this
other-
is
Do you
not
mean
the suburban, but the other.
Do you mean the dock area, or do you mean like the little market house
Market,
town
I'm
spot?
assuming.
You can go over to the little town itself and begin poking around in there.
Okay.
Making your way inside of this little market, you can see that plenty of folks have set up spots for people to buy things. Many of which have very simple, plain signs without anything especially eye-catching to them. But the signs are descriptive, and they tell you exactly what you're getting. You see one stall that is basically just a sign out that just says drugs. And another one that has a sign out that very simply reads animals. And then you will see that there is a spot where that reads concealable weapons, hidden armor, one that says illegal goods, books, literature. Oh no. Oh no. And on the sign for the place that says books and literature, there's a little sign that's kind of been like nailed onto it on the bottom side that says soothsayer inside.
Hey, Fizzy. Is your sister a soothsayer?
I don't think so. No. That's not
You
the
might...
one that's...
You might still get a lead from a soothsayer,
Well,
if they're genuine.
true. I can tell if... Oh, I can try and tell if someone's genuine. But also I was told to talk to a fiend. Does anyone look fiendish?
There are plenty. I mean, there are a few tieflings down here, certainly. But you're not seeing any fiends, per se. At least no one that immediately sets off your radar as a fiend.
Okay. I'll go talk to them.
Okay. You guys make your way inside of the literature, air quotes, shop. Inside, you see that it is probably one of the best kept locations inside of this city. It has nice candlelight that is supposed to show you what you're looking at purchasing wise. Every bookcase has a bar and lock system on it so that you can't take shit. But all the spines themselves are still visible. There are a few almost like caged in books where they have been set up in what is effectively like a bird cage that's been drilled and mounted onto a table, and there's just a padlock on it. But you can still see the book. It's opened up, it's on display, but no one's fucking touching this shit. There, you can see that there is what looks to be a half-blind orc man who is sitting behind a desk there. His big, bulky frame is kind of squashed in behind the desk, and he's holding a small book in front, what looks to be a small book, but is actually just a regular-sized book in very, very large hands. And he's just carefully pulling pages open. as he reads to himself. Can I help you?
This one had a soothsayer.
Yes. He's in the back. Need him?
Yeah.
Alright. Go knock on the door. I'll be there for you. You go. Rest of you looking for something?
Is it just books here?
Books and various other things. It's definitely intended to be literature, broad sweeping statements. So there are mostly books, many of which you would assume are banned or illegal for one reason or another. And there are also books, as in custom bound things that are probably being made and sold for other criminals.
Yep.
And then you can find, there's a little spot that very clearly is effectively like a locked box full of folders and binders and stuff like that. So it's all sorts of things here. Maps,
Cool.
books. You guys can have a field day here if there's something in particular you're looking for.
Deus is gonna lean over to Ash and go, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?"
Probably not. Because I don't know what you're thinking. I can't possibly know that.
Didn't schematics go missing?
That was literally the last thing that was on my mind, but now it is the first thing that's on my mind. So Asher was originally just going to be looking for anything automation related, Etermini related, firearms related. But now his first focus is going to be automaton schematics.
Namely schematics from your family.
Yes.
So you need to remind me, the schematics that were stolen from your family, they were for automata, right?
So this
robots?
the schematics. There's a little peek behind the curtain to what Asher has been looking for. Version kind of 0.5 of what Rizzy is. Rizzy would be essentially all 1.5 or later. This is version 0.5. This was the original ones that Asher designed.
So 0.05.
0.05. Yeah. So
This is still the beta.
Alpha. We're talking alpha version. It barely held together, but the base principles of everything worked. So they actually saved the schematics. So realistically, with enough time, you could use that as a blueprint. But even that, we're talking transferring a living soul without a container into a body. Think fuck was that guy's name from campaign 1? The soldier guy with the big war body Roth.
Yeah, Roth.
Roth had a core. Asher found a way to do it without a core.
Yep.
So it's a living mech.
Alphonse Elric.
Yeah, exactly. That literally that is one of the inspirations.
The only way to do it means you need to bring back your mom.
Yep.
Bring her back, it'll be fine.
No, that's literally the first thing Deus thought of. She's like, "Yeah, you're missing schematics, man."
Yep. Asher is what am I rolling?
No, it's investigation. You're
investigation.
looking
Perfect.
Investigator.
Do they get advantage since I reminded them of something to look for?
No.
Do I get advantage because I asked?
Because I really wanted.
Do I get advantage because I reminded you to do something that you forgot about? No, actually, you don't.
Can I argue that they should?
They should.
That's it.
Jace, roll investigation. While you're doing that, anybody else looking around for things?
Yeah.
What's
Here
up?
we go. All right, cool.
So, the shelves have the bar and lock system. Can I still touch the books?
Yeah, you can still touch. So basically, it's a lock system to stop people from grabbing the books and going mine. It's basically enough so that you can still lift up the book a little bit, see the spine, and go, "Oh, okay, I see what this is," and put it back down.
While this is all going on, Fitz is just running his fingers over books until he finds the oldest one in the store.
Interesting. That's an interesting idea. Okay. So I want you to roll investigation as well, because that's a complicated. It's not a complicated thing to do. That's a really smart idea, but like, there's a complicated answer to this.
Can I argue advantage because I'm a smart little guy?
No.
I got magic hands that tell me how old things are.
Show you this magic hand.
It's magic. Come on, I'm just a little guy. A little guy glasses on his birthday.
Roll the 22. Stop complaining.
What if I rolled again? I got a natural 20.
Fuckers, all of you.
Oh, it's a possibility.
We will always argue for advantage.
I know you will. It's annoying.
That's your own fault.
Any other?
Can I get advantage?
No, I'm bisexual. What the fuck,
Exactly,
dude?
it's private. You just gotta give it to me.
No, I don't need to give you anything. No one's giving me
Alright.
anything.
Do you want something?
I'd like food. I'm hungry.
If I postmated you the game, I buy you a pizza
No.
right now. Can I get a minute?
If you can buy a pizza for me and Becca for 6 o'clock, that'd be cool. So Jess, is there anything that you are looking for?
You said there was a book that was in a cage that no one was getting close to.
So there's a book in a cage that looks like it's like a display piece almost, and there's part of it that's kind of opened up, but like no one's gonna be able to touch it. Like it's in a cage.
What do you think I'm looking at?
Okay, you're looking at that one. Kaz, anything you're looking at?
That's gonna be hard. I don't know. I mean, I could just randomly try to find a book, but I don't think there's anything of note, like, I don't know, something Dawn related or Dottie related, but...
Well, didn't you say there was some, like, criminal books that this also should...
Yeah, so there are very much some, like, hand-bound books here that look like they're being sold only in these kinds of circles, so the aesthetic is not a big deal for them. So their contents are most likely not legal.
Just what do you...
Why don't you see if they have any books about that rat mask pieces you're missing?
That's a good point.
Not true. Or anything. I don't know if there's anything about Ruben's monkey thing. I think that's its own. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just gonna roll with it.
You can roll. Becca, you got
It's
anything?
just pictures of Ruben.
I'm doing a deep pull for this, because she has. The last time we were in a bookstore, Granny bought a book called On the Fourth Throne 3, which is a book that may or may not exist. So she's going to idly see if it's here. The fourth.
You're gonna idly try to find the Fourth Throne 3?
Yeah,
That's,
maybe
that's
it's
actually
here.
a very interesting question. Okay, investigation check for you. Kaz, same thing, investigation check. Chase.
So rolled a 13 plus 7 for dirty 20, and I'm going
Dirty
to
20?
use one of my uses of Flash of Genius to add a 4 to that, so 24.
24, cool. So you begin kind of perusing the binders that they have here, or the section where there's basically like folders and binders, and begin kind of flipping through it and looking for them. And ouch, you can see that a lot of it really is it's blueprints, it's documentation. Some of it, definitely not stuff that is legal or was stolen, because you can at least recognize a few of these that are probably Aterius blueprints, maybe from like just before the part where they fell like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So some of this shit probably was never released and it was just sold. And a lot of these are marked copy. So like a lot of these are basically blueprints of blueprints. Or sorry, copies of blueprints. But you are perusing through them specifically for information that matches up with what you had. And you will eventually kind of flip through and find what looks to be a blueprint that is marked down as copy. Blueprint for celestial-based engine, air quotes, quotes around engine.
Okay. Ash will start looking at it.
Okay. So you get to kind of like flipping through this, and you can see that it's basically a detailed documentation on using the ideas that would basically be using the power from a celestial to act as an engine, in a sense. But as you look at it closer, there are some ideas here that seem very familiar to you. It just seems like someone took an idea and kind of twisted it a little bit.
Is there a name on there? Or like even like if it was a copy, is there like even like a part of a name?
So there is not a name on there, but basically like it is credited to a group called the Rex Shop.
Have I heard of them before?
No.
All right. Cool.
The Rex Shop? Yeah.
Asher's gonna put that underneath his shoulder, and or under his arm, and continue looking through to see if there's anything else kind of related to any of that, or related to Etremini or anything like that.
Okay. So looking through it, you wouldn't find anything that is directly associated with Etremini. No.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that said, there's plenty of ill-gotten gains here. Blueprints that were taken from inventors or taken from companies and then just sold.
Yeah.
Some of it's pretty nifty, to be honest. Like the guys that it was snagged from are almost certainly brilliant people.
Yeah.
Hey, here it is.
Yeah. If I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it.
Mhm.
If there is anything that looks chronomancy related,
Time magic related,
yeah,
basically?
time magic related, because Asher has a specific use for wanting to do that. Anything, yeah, it would be specifically time magic related, because there probably isn't anything teleport related here, I'm assuming.
So we'll do it this way. You're
Yeah.
looking around and looking for stuff like that, chronomancy based or teleportation based magic.
Yeah.
And eventually you just you turn back and you ask the orc
Yeah.
if they have anything like that. And the orc is very simply going to look, like barely even looks up at you and goes, "You're not going to find that around here."
There
Sorry.
are a place around here where I could find it.
No.
Hmm.
No. I'm not going to fuck with you on that one. You're not going to find it.
All right.
Everybody around here already knows. Wizards and the sort always try to grab first dibs. If I had anything, it's gone. It's already done.
Well, you had this.
Yes.
Do you know where you picked the death shell from?
Kind of flips through it. No, I don't know where I bought it from, or got it from, more accurately.
Bought it
We're,
from. Understand.
Yes. We got it most likely from just one of the dealers that we have. This one was done by the Rex Shop, so basically they're just a bunch of particularly clever thieves. It's the best way of putting them.
All right.
All they do is they break into inventors' shops and take information from them, and then they wrap their head around it and make it into something different.
Hmm.
It's the entire idea. But the stuff gets sold pretty widely in these circles.
All right. Do you know where I could get hold of this wreck shop?
No. Sorry, that's not something I know, and if I did know, I wouldn't tell you.
Asher's gonna flip a little platinum piece up in front of him. Oh, that's a shame.
Sorry, bud. You don't understand. It's not just I can't, it's that I won't. See, trust is paramount in this shop. They need to trust that they'll be able to sell stuff and that I won't sell them out. So even if I did know, I couldn't tell you. Because if I did, I would ruin my job. No one would work with me, no one would buy from me, and I'd be on the streets. So unfortunately, that's not an option. Good thought, though.
Well, I will pick this up from you.
It's doable. 100 gold.
50.
Sorry. You get straight talk from me. You get us to trust you. We don't do bargaining around here.
You don't do bargaining. Huh.
No.
That is a shame.
Well, think of it as a unspoken rule. Nobody sells each other out. We all work together. And because of that, when you buy from someone, you're buying it wholesale. Trust me. We tried making it laissez-faire, like the folks over at that Thornhurst place. That did not go well. Simple fact of the matter is that when you let everybody else make their own decisions, eventually someone's going to stab you in the back.
Asher's going to take one more look at the blueprint. Does it look like it would actually work, or does it look just very theoretical and there's no fucking way it'll work? Because Asher knows.
Flat intelligence check in this case, just like flat intelligence.
Cool. Well, let me look specifically at. Cool. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
That's a natural 20. Plus 4 for 24, plus another flash of genius for 28.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. I will tell you 100%. Yeah. The idea is absolutely sound. It could work. It is.
Fuck.
Morally reprehensible.
Absolutely. However.
But like, the idea is sound. It's taking magic and making it into energy. So yeah, the blueprint and the concept is not just there, but it's solid.
If you don't want to buy it, I got a big photographic brain. I just scan that
Yeah.
No flash photography.
Lasers come out of my eyes
Yeah.
and scan.
The orc stands up and smashes you over the head with a book.
We can detect keen mind in these books.
There's this little.
Straw you buy.
There's actually a little sign on the front counter that says "No keen mind."
Mm-hmm.
No nerds allowed in this establishment.
Asher. Oh God. Asher is gonna whisper into. He's gonna kind of walk over to where the thing was. Just looking again, just kind of walking around, and so he's a little bit away from the sky, and whisper. Fitz, you think you would be able to memorize some blueprints for me really quick?
Of course.
Alright.
Fitz will just come over and, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Fitz will like just like pinch the corner of it just to see how old it is and how long it's been like.
New.
New.
This thing's months old.
Okay.
Sorry, I shouldn't say months, because technically this world doesn't have months. Weeks old. It would be the correct way of putting it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to need those later. Asher is going to put them back. Fuck, I don't have. You know what? No. Asher is gonna whisper into the earpiece. Can somebody distract this man?
Darius is gonna look down at Luce, look up at that man and go, maybe. And she's gonna pick up Luce, gonna look him dead in the eye, and go, do you think any of these books eat cats?
No.
You wanna find out?
Do you want to find out?
Yeah. And Darius will start shoving Luce at every book she can to see if it has an effect.
Shoving him through the bars of the bird.
You begin shoving Luce at the books, trying to see if you can entice any of the books to try and eat them, which very simply results into Luce just clawing at your arms the entire time.
Yeah, but that's a distraction, isn't it? A fucking crazy person trying to shove a cat through bars?
You're not wrong. Eventually you will get the orc going, what the fuck are you doing in my shop?
I've been trying to get rid of this cat for a while. I'm hoping one of these books eat cats.
Do it somewhere else. Get the fuck out of my shop.
But this is going to be the easiest way to do this.
There's a lake. Go get the fuck out of
I've tried drowning it. It comes back.
That's a shame.
So you're saying none of these books eat cats?
No.
Damn.
Yes, Jace.
While that is happening, Asher's going to do something worse. He is going to purposefully change a number of the values on the paper so that way it does not work. Alter it just enough so that way there's no fucking way this will work, but it's still out there in the wild.
Instead of a 6, put a 7.
Yep.
So, I'll point out you are just changing a copy. You're not changing the original.
Yes, we're not. No, we're going for misinformation now.
Okay, that's fair. All right, you will. I'll just let you do that because that's a small enough change that I'm not really going to be bothered.
Yeah, and we're not changing the whole thing, but we're changing enough of the values. So essentially, either it's just gonna peter out or it's gonna turn into a fucking bomb.
Okay. With that said, Darius, you're being asked to leave the store now.
That's fine. Darius is gonna look at all of you and go, I'm gonna go look at drugs, drop Luce directly from where she's standing and walk out.
Alright.
Because she knows he's gonna follow her no matter what, so.
Luz will just kind of lay there on the ground for a little bit.
As I think Asher's gonna follow. As we're doing that, because Asher saw the cage that lightning elemental was in way back. Does this resemble that at all?
You mean the cage to the bookcase?
No, the
engine,
the celestial engine.
Not entirely. Like you can see inspiration from it, but it's not the same.
Got it. Okay. Because he hasn't thought about that in a while, but this brought that back up. So.
Okay. Other book thieves.
Fitz isn't a thief.
Okay. Thief. Other nerds. Oh, I know. I'm going to get to you in a second.
Dude, say it was last.
One. Now, shush. So, Fitz, you were looking for oldest book here, and you rolled a 22 on investigation. So the oldest book here isn't the oldest book; it's the oldest copy. So you would find that one of the books here has a print date that is a couple hundred years before this. But it's a copy, so it's newer.
Mhm.
The oldest actual book here is maybe 50 years old at most.
Mhm.
And that copy that you're looking at is basically just printed on the side of it. It just says Secrets of the Families. And it just has on the front of it, which is like a hand-printed, basically, sheet of paper. You can see basically the symbols for the North Akesian royal family and the South Akesian royal family.
Since we're all kind of scattered about the store and also outside looking at drugs, into the earpiece, Fitz will sort of be like, are we in dire need of a book about the secrets of the royal families, or?
Does the South have a royal family?
Yes, of a sort.
They're not really in charge, but
It's not. They aren't a royal family in the same way the North Akesian royal family is. Where that's a royal bloodline. The South Akesian royal family is effectively a group of people who all wound up in places of power, either through clever movements or just by being good at their job.
yes, we are. Do you not remember our friend who's a wanted criminal for supposedly treason?
I mean, I do, but I think this is probably going to suicide. Yes.
It probably will. I'd figure out how much it costs.
Oh, I was just going to steal it.
I mean, that's what Kaz would do.
Yes, but I'm not Kaz, am I?
Not today.
And since I can't take the book, like, off the shelf.
Yep.
Fitz is gonna keep a hand on it and turn to the orc man and be like, pardon me.
Yep.
Could I have this book, please?
Oh, yes. He'll just heft himself up. You see this guy's quite big. And he will kind of make his way over to the lock bar for this bookcase. And he'll unlock it using a tiny, tiny key compared to his hand. And then he will open it up and he'll take the book out and hold it in his hand. So, this is priced at about 50 gold. He'll lock the bar back up. He'll make his way over to his desk. Out of curiosity, what exactly are you looking for in this? Bear in mind, a good chunk of this information's most likely not accurate, or about dead folk.
To be
Granted.
quite honest, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I've got an idea of what we're looking for, but it really is more for my comrades, my friends.
Well, shit like this does still have some old mentions of old passages that they used to use for escapes and hideaways for the royal families. A couple of folks think there might even be some old vaults that were locked up. Spots where maybe people put some money in there. He kind of just lays the book down on the table. Apparently, people are convinced that there's an updated version of this somewhere that someone made. Problem is that whoever made this book is still alive, and they keep updating it just a little bit, but not enough to really let on any big juicy secrets.
Right. I'm not really a secrets sort of person. That's purple friend over there. She's more inclined to.
You mean the crazy lady that was trying to push a cat into one of my books?
No, the other. We've got quite a lot of purple themed individuals in the party. No, the one with the monkey.
Oh, alright. Well,
Secret person.
if they're interested in books that, you know, people think there's a code in there somewhere, that'll lead them to the actual updated book.
Like a sort of cipher to solve.
That's what they think. No actual signs of that, though. 50 gold if you want it.
Now I have to. Do we mind if I don't have money on my sheet, I don't think. Unless I do. If I have money on my sheet, I'll use it. I think I do. Maybe.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'll use 50 of my own gold to buy it.
All right. There you go. Unless you want to, do you want a bag?
I think I'm rather environmentally conscious, so I think I'll just hold it.
Oh, take it.
Fitz has a reusable shopping bag for the back.
What does it say on it?
All these.
Go fast, eat ass.
Kroger. It's a Kroger bag.
It's a Kroger reusable shopping bag.
No, it's the IKEA bag that got really popular for a while there.
The huge one. That's like the size. Like
I
you could fit
have one of those.
You could fit a person in those
It
bags. I swear.
sucks. It's so big.
It's good for IKEA. That's it.
Sam's
Jolly,
Club.
Yes.
You were looking for something?
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
15?
Yeah.
And you were specifically looking for, what was it again?
Well, it was like either Dawn related, Dottie related, or Ruben related. So either or of any of them, quite honest. I'm not too fussed with if I can't find anything like that.
Okay. So you will find at least one book that is basically just, it's not even this, actually I don't think this would be an illegal book more than anything. Hold on, let me make sure I get the name right. One moment, bud. Delete that page. It's not good no more. So you would find a book that basically, actually is more like a report really, talking about the Odellan monkey cult.
I'm sorry? The what now?
The Odellan monkey cult.
Odellan monkey call. What the fuck? Okay.
And it's basically, this seems to be a lot of hype and not even propaganda, more so just almost like gossip. That apparently they think that there is some kind of a monkey cult somewhere in Odella that is worshipping some kind of a monkey deity. It's utter trash, literature-wise. But there is one piece of it that you would find interesting.
Okay.
There is a mention of a black monkey statue that was supposedly worshipped by them.
The black monkey statue?
Yep.
Is it like...
With 12 arms, one holding a piece of incense, and the other one resting its hand on its leg.
Interesting. I don't think the statue I have is black though. It's wooden, isn't it? Isn't it?
Just wooden. It's just wooden.
Yeah. So are these basically just rumors of supposed cult?
It looks to be mostly rumor, you know? It doesn't really seem to be anything substantial, but it's something odd, at the very least.
Rod, have you heard about an Odellan monkey cult? I don't know if that's a deity you would know of any sort.
Does Fitz know anything about the Odellan
Sorry, Fitz.
monkey cult?
You can roll history if you'd like.
What's the roll for monkey cult?
Monkey cult.
And Becca, what did you get for your roll?
A nat one.
No, you
beautiful.
don't find that. You don't find that book at all, buddy. I'm so
It's not
sorry.
here.
It's just not here. But I'm sure if you keep looking, you'll find it one day.
Last session
21.
of this campaign.
Anyone?
21. So, yes, you would have heard of it. It's complete bullshit. It was some kind of not even a joke story. It was a piece of garbage writing that was put out there into the newspaper and got pulled and taken up by people who thought that maybe it was true. So they wrote small books and pamphlets about it, when the reality matters that there was zero proof of it. There was zero signs of anything like that existing in Odela. It was complete garbage. But you can't deny the odd similarity between the described statue and, well, Reuben's statue.
The monkey cult itself is just entirely unfounded. But I will admit that the similarities are quite striking.
That's weird. There's nothing about it? Strange. Yet I can't do anything about this information. So
You can always ask Reuben if he's a false god. He's got people worshipping him or anything. How about it, Reuben? Are you a god?
Are you a god?
Interesting take.
I'm not sure what you said, but okay.
Whatever he said, I believe him.
Feels like a no. But it also looked confused.
Maybe?
Fizzy, you made your way into the back room of the shop, where you can see that it is less well lit in here. Hold on. There we go. More fitting music. You can see that there are bits of cloth, odd doodads and bits and bobs hanging from ropes and strings from the actual ceiling itself, as well as some more odd and unpleasant things hanging there. Dried hands that have been bound up in rope and are now just kind of dangling down from the ceiling. What looks to be the dried carcasses of lizards and chameleons. But in the middle of the room, there is what looks to be a bare wooden table. There are decks of cards there. There is what looks to be a looking glass of some sort there. You see a tea set, tea leaves. And at the back of the room, you can see just kind of a shape of someone who's kind of clinging towards the shadows in the room. You can see the two pinpricks of light coming from the eye shine in their eyes. But your drow vision, or drow eyesight, you can see them pretty clearly. And you can see that you're looking at what looks to be a fairly mundane looking man, you would say. Kind of boxy in shape, a little bulkier in the front, kind of longer hair, and a kind of a muddy, dark brown facial hair. He's just kind of looking out at you with these two bright eyes. May I help you?
I don't know, maybe you can help me. I'm looking for someone. And I don't know if you can help me find them.
I can attempt. I need to know who I'm looking for, though.
Well, I'm looking for my sister, Fizzy. But Stars told me to talk to a fiend.
And why do you need to find her? Out of curiosity.
She's been missing. I don't know who she is. I haven't
How
seen
long
her
has she
in a
been
very long
missing?
time. Huh?
How long has she been missing?
No one's spoken in like 2 years, maybe 3.
I can assist. You are, I'm assuming, another diviner of some sorts, correct?
Cards. And she'll like pull out her deck and put it on the table.
The truth of the matter is I am only somewhat of a diviner. I'm more so just a collector of information. And yes, I'm most likely the fiend you're looking for. So, you want to find your sister. What are you going to give me?
I don't keep the money. The rest of the group keeps the money.
I don't typically take money. I can take money, but it doesn't have much of a use for me.
What does have a use for you?
I don't know anymore. I don't live the same way you live, and I don't live the same way other mortals do. I live like a fiend does. I don't need to eat, I don't need to drink. Sleep, occasionally. So I don't know what I need, but I do like to know what people will give me. So what will you give me?
I don't have a lot. I don't carry a lot. I don't really need things. My deck I use.
Everybody has something they can give up. Whether it's something you carry with you, or it's something that you've always had.
Giving up my map would actually be stupid because I can just make another one. So it doesn't feel like really giving things up. Potions? I don't think that's of much use to you.
No, very little use to me. I fear you misunderstand. I can take things from you. But you have to offer it freely.
Well, options I could do.
If you aren't sure, I can take a limb.
No, I need that.
I can take an eye.
I need that as well. I don't want to play another character without 2 eyes, okay? I'm so sorry.
I could take a language, a skill, a memory.
No,
I could take a drive from you. I can take whatever you wish.
I was gonna give you a spell. I'm just trying to figure out which one to give. It's not gonna be guidance. I'm telling you that right now.
Damn.
Telling you that right now. I'm trying to decide if it's gonna be either Shillelagh or Fibril Savagery, both which are useful, but I don't use super often. But like are both useful and have used before. I think I'm gonna give up Fibril Savagery.
You were going to give up primal savagery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll just take it off my.
Very well. If you're looking to give that up, then I will take away the gift that has been imbibed upon you by the world that you, the lands that you lived in. You wish to know where your sister is?
Yes.
She is with the mage, not of her will.
What?
She is with the mage, but not of her own will.
What mage?
An old one. He's missing an arm. Part of an arm, one should say.
How do I find this mage?
Unfortunately, that is information I'm not sure of. He has hidden himself very well.
Do you have a name?
Yes, I do have a name. Let me make sure I pronounce it right. This is Connor talking now. Because I need to double check my pronunciations.
Up. Isn't it you made up? How would you not know?
Do you know how many names I have listed?
You're not fair.
Yeah, I was like, do you know how many names I've come up with over the years?
Okay. That's so fair.
It'd be Vakore Shaw, if I recall correctly. Old man as a now.
Okay. Is she alive?
He.
No. Sister.
Oh, your sister?
Yeah.
Yes, she's alive.
That's
She's not the same as you remember her, unfortunately. Willing
Yes,
servants rarely offer themselves, so it's most likely that Mr. Shaw has taken away her mind.
Okay. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Also,
Please.
did you write the name of the thing in the group chat?
I put it in the channel. It's
just
Vokore
making
Shaw.
sure. I'm just making sure because is this a well-known mage?
In his circles, yes.
Would there be books written about him, or would he? Wait. Okay.
Maybe.
I think I can work with that. Thank you. So,
Send in the next of your friends. I'm sure one of them would wish to also make a deal.
I don't know. Go.
You'll be surprised how desperate people are for information.
Sure. She's gonna walk out. Is anyone out there still when she walks out?
I know Fitz at least would be. He bought his book, but he's still like scoping things out.
Yeah, Granny's also still in the shop. She's like,
Well, Fitz was who I was hoping would be there.
yeah.
If I give you a name, maybe your teacher told you about this name. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to say it, because Volker Shaw?
Vokore Shaw.
Volkore Shaw.
I'm gonna roll a die.
You don't need to roll a
maybe.
die.
I don't need to roll a die. I know.
No.
I just know.
Yeah, you just know
I
because
have
this
the
came up.
biggest brain in the whole world.
Is it
Yeah,
literally is it the thing you literally were talking about while
It's
we were
because it
muted?
came up within 30 days.
Yeah, I was gonna. Oh, because literally I was like, did we find an arm? And that fucking tower?
Yeah, so Vokore Shah was an arcanist. He was messing around with magic that was intended to be both divine and arcane. So he wanted to be a Feyre, effectively. And in the process of that, he disappeared. And then you guys found his tower with his arm in it.
Fizzy, that name is the tower that we have? That belonged to him.
He has my sister.
Certainly information. Notoriously missing mage.
Sorry, my cats were just running in the hallway. Lost my door. I got nervous.
Oh, that's why you heard running.
Get at it. Information. Just know you're giving something up if you. I can't do my nail thing anymore, which is fine. You gotta be willing to give something up if you want his help. But he gives good information.
What was that changeling's name?
I mean,
Aij?
Darius's wife? I mean, she has a name. It's a pretty important one.
Not that one, though it's another option, but Darius is currently banned from the shop.
Yeah.
There's got
I think banned is a strong word. You're discouraged from coming.
You were asked to leave. I
politely
don't
the
think you're
first
gonna be
time.
welcome back anytime
If-
soon.
If you ask the orc nicely, he may let you go straight to the soothsayer and then straight back out of the shop.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to keep your hands clasped in front of you. Can't touch anything.
Handled
did what
much
I
in the
had to
same
do.
way other shoplifters can be.
Wasn't shoplifting. I was trying to kill a cat.
That's not much better.
It's not better. But there was, remember the changeling was under, there was a changeling under Verzil's employee who we think might have been the guy to take the box and frame Dawn. If the soothsayer can find people, we might be able to track down the changeling and see where he went, and if this is all linked to the other disappearing changeling, we might get some clues there as well.
Very true.
Let me see if I can find that name then.
I think it's like Aij or Aije. I wrote it down.
Oh, Aij. Yes.
Aij.
Aije. So if you want, you can go ask. Or you can get Darius to ask.
So I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. I will say, I'm assuming you guys are conversing about this over your little communications network. So if you want, anybody who hears this can go and ask the man a question.
I don't really have much more to give up, so I'm abstain.
Everybody has something to give.
No, I know, but I would rather keep the little that I have left.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to give up. I'm kind of at my end of my rope here.
Okay. Would you like me to give you all a quick 10-minute break while you think about what you may want to ask the man?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's give you all a 10-minute break. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. We'll be right back. And we'll go from there.
There you go. Be right back. Surprise, we're cutting back in. And we're back!
The switch down, Jill.
Yeah,
Jill's
that's
caught
right.
red-handed.
Yeah, I
It's
caught
not my
you.
Switch. I've never been playing this game
Hey,
before. I'm
hey,
just trying
chat,
to
guess
build a rocket
what?
ship.
Zelda has claimed most of the Dicefunctional
It's a
cast at
good
this
game, bro.
It's a good game.
Listen, okay,
Played it
okay,
for
hold on.
probably over 50 hours at this point.
I am not trashing the game in any way.
Good.
They are
Don't.
genuinely fun. I just don't have it yet, and I have not played it yet. But
I
all
was
of y'all
going-
are, so I can make fun of you for playing it.
I have a feeling that Cody is playing Tears of the Kingdom in Turkey right now.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
To put it lightly, yesterday in Final Fantasy, when I was gathering, because they're timed and there's time between them, every time I was in one of those in-between times, I just opened Tears of the Kingdom and played that while
I
playing
could tell.
Final
I kept
Fantasy.
seeing you go online.
There you go.
Yeah, that's why I would go off and online.
There you go.
So the
Oh,
soothsayer has
frames
made an
come
offer.
back. Hold on.
Frames.
Hold on a second. We're dropping frames like mad currently, and I don't know why.
We are. It looks fine on my end.
It looks fine. Okay, as long as it looks fine, it's just telling me that it's dropping frames. So
Yeah, it looks okay.
Okay.
So the soothsayer has made an offer to you all. Anyone who would wish to know information can come in and say hello. But to get the information, you will need to give something up. So what would you like to know, everybody?
I'm buying drugs right now. I can't do anything until after the drugs.
Drugs?
In that case, I guess I will go ask after Aij and the other missing changeling.
Changelings. There's pretty much most of them I'm missing.
Yeah.
Okay. Granny, you make your way into the actual room itself, and you see that there is, sitting at a bare wooden table, what appears to be a fairly plain-looking man. You'll look up and you go, so, what is it you want to know?
There's a few missing changelings. I'm sure you've heard, but I'm most interested right now in one Aij, who was used to frame someone that we care about.
Mm-hmm.
Would you
What will
be
you give
able
me?
to? How about a Bane spell?
You don't use that spell.
No.
It's not valuable to you.
Um.
And this is information that you need dearly.
Would you take the ability to wear heavy armor? I don't use it right now, but it would lessen my options in the future.
You don't wear heavy armor. You never will wear heavy armor. It doesn't match what you dress yourself with.
No. How about cure wounds?
I would take that.
All right.
Okay, remove cure wounds from your sheet. You will never get cure wounds back.
Deleted.
I know where Aij is. And I have a hunch on where the rest of the changelings have gone. Their exact locations, now that I couldn't tell you. What I will tell you is that your hunch is correct. They were the man that framed your friend. And they were at someone else's orders. Dawn had nothing to do with anything. It was nothing that any of you had done. It was simply something you happened to be around, in the vicinity of. You were caught up in a storm. A tornado swept by, and you happened to be the sad sap close enough to get pulled in. That was all it was to it. If I was to guess where Aisha is now, I would say his masters are probably sending him off on some other job. Much like the rest of the changelings, they're all being directed to do their own pieces of work.
Do you have any idea who their masters are? Because it ain't who used to be Aisha's master.
Well, that is a difficult question. One, I don't think that you would be able to give me enough for me to answer fully. What I will say is that if you pay close attention to how they are disappearing, or find out how they're disappearing, you may be able to keep following that trail upward, see who may have been pulling the strings in the first place.
The medicine. The potions.
Possibly.
I don't suppose you have any idea what their goal is. Doesn't seem like just simple thievery.
No, it is not simple thievery. Again, I have ideas, I have hunches, I have hypotheses, but I don't believe you can pay that bill.
Well, so far, I don't really feel like I've gotten too much new information, and I've given you a very good spell.
Very well. I would say that it would be a good idea to talk with the owner of the factory about who keeps paying for his child's schooling.
I only know of one factory, but I think I only know of one factory, right? The mining factory?
He is very much referring to the factory that is producing the medicine in question.
I see.
I pointed you right where you need to look. It's just a matter of looking now.
Yes, I can see that.
I suppose there is something else I can say. One of the people in charge are already paying attention to you. Several of them, as a matter of fact.
Does it have to... What was the name? Does it have anything to do with... I have to check my notes.
tell me what you're thinking of.
The guy who was chaperoning Dove. The Dove boy.
No. Has nothing to do with him.
God damn. Okay.
He isn't very interested in you. No. It would most likely have more to do with the men who've been trying to kill you. And the family. Did you ever stop and wonder why you suddenly got on the bad side of the family?
Yeah, we've been wondering it constantly since they started attacking us.
Did you think that maybe it was something that was planned to look like you got on their bad side?
Yeah, well, we figured out fairly quick that at least the first few attacks were most likely not actually set up by the family, but someone pretending to be from the family. And then we got set up to actually make the family mad at us. And we're getting that sorted out, but we're still not. We know who. We haven't gone far enough up the chain yet. We weren't able to get that information from from the fella organizing the attacks on us.
Mm-hmm. I'll spell it out for you. The family and the bandits and all of that was just set up to try and do away with you all. You happened to be nearby what happened at that manor. And at that point, it was time to get rid of people. And 7 people dead by bandits. Well, that's not terribly surprising. Now is it?
No.
No one would look again. No one would spend another moment looking at what happened.
It just sounds like wrong place, wrong time, but we didn't actually see anything. We've been racking our brains.
It's not what you saw, it's what they think you saw. They're not taking a risk. They're doing away with a potential threat, that's all.
Well, one way or another, we'll find them.
They'll find you, yes.
Or that.
One more bit of advice. It doesn't end with the sun. When the time comes, you'll understand. But it doesn't end with the sun. Just do remember that.
I will.
Apologies for my cryptic nature.
I
I just can't answer much more past that.
I suppose it's part of the job of being a soothsayer.
I can only give so much.
Well, I have something to work with, so thank you.
Best of luck to you.
And she'll go.
Okay.
And
You leave.
yeah.
Anybody else have anything they wish to ask or no? Nope. Jess? What was that? Oh, stretching. Okay.
I can crack my wrist if I do that.
Ew. So,
Not
Yes.
crack my hand if I do this.
you wanted to buy drugs.
Drugs.
So,
Drugs. Yes. I think
Make-
Ash is tailing me.
Mm-hmm.
are you telling her? Okay.
To be
Making
fair,
it-
it's not that hard to do. I'm still half movement.
That's really not difficult to do. Making your way up to the actual stall itself, you would see that it is very simply just a little stall with a little cover above it that says drugs. There you can see that on the actual stall itself, there are a various assortment of goods present there, as well as a mortar and pestle for the making of newer concoctions, and a mixture of other reagents necessary. The man standing behind the counter looks up at you with one oddly colored eye, and goes, "May I help you?"
What's the most interesting thing you have?
That's an interesting question. Well, are we talking interesting in how it was made, or interesting in what it does?
What it does.
So, I have what is effectively a form of a herb. It was fairly standard, and then I did a little bit of messing around with it. Used a bit of a runoff from a magic experiment I was making. It can prove to be a little bit unpredictable, but the high is something extraordinary. Out of character, it would allow a roll on the wild magic table upon being used. As for what it actually does for its primary effect or its intended effect, you're not sure.
Can I see it?
Yes. He brings out what is effectively like a small glass jar with a stopper on it, full of what looks to be like a little bit of like dried herb, you know? Looks almost like maybe oregano or something like that.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm about to buy oregano from a weed dealer.
You're going to buy oregano from a weed dealer, I'm so
Do
sorry.
it.
But you can see that there is what looks to be some kind of a almost like a tarry, oily substance kind of clinging onto the actual spice itself. So it's not dry per se. It looks almost damp and moist, like if you left chewing tobacco out and it managed to get moisture inside of the container.
Gross.
Gross.
How many doses is this?
One dose.
How much?
I could sell it to you for about 100 gold.
Okay. Do you got anything that'll kill?
That'll kill.
I practice
Well-
poisoning.
Yes. Depends on what you're planning on doing with the poison, of course.
You know,
Stabbing?
stabbing, shooting.
Stabbing.
Yeah, And she'll pull out her sword to show the three prong.
Oh, yes. I've got a few options on stabbing poisons, we'll call it. I do have a few things that would be especially nice, although I do believe it's going to be a bit higher than your price range.
You don't know what I have that I could trade.
Fair enough. What would you think of purple worm poison?
Seen it, not gotten to use it.
Not many people do get to use it. I could very easily get a dose of that if you'd like. Bear in mind, it will cost you.
Darius is going to pull a bottle out of her bag and just set it there and go, could I trade you this for it? And it's the Potion of Youth.
Ooh. Very nice. Youth potion. Very chic amongst the aristocrats. I can't really sell this, but I'm sure I know the right people who may want to get a hold of it.
You can upsell anything to the right people.
I know I can, but my clientele doesn't really ask for youth potions. They ask for drugs. They ask for poisons. But I can use this. I'll tell you now, it will not cover the full cost of purple worm poison.
How
You
much
must understand this.
I'm trying to cut down the price.
I could easily bring the cost down to... Let's call it an even 900.
How much is
That's
the
it.
potion worth?
The potion?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I would easily buy it for about 600. No problem.
That means the purple worm poison's 1,500 gold.
Have you tried to harvest poison from a purple worm?
No,
Costs a lot to pay someone to do it.
that's fair.
Look, he really sets it down. I understand. Full well. If that's a bit beyond your price range, there's no shame in that. So is there something else a little cheaper you may be interested in? Do you have a price range in mind?
What can you give me for that potion? 2 to 3 uses.
For 600?
Yeah.
2 to 3 uses a bit,
It can be 2. I don't know what you
Okay.
have.
Okay. That is... You know, actually, does it have to be poison that would hurt?
What other poison do you have?
Well, there are poisons for, rendering people unconscious.
Yeah, I'm saying, what is it that you have that you're thinking?
Fair enough. Well, for this price exactly, I can get you something that it wouldn't... It's not injury-based, unfortunately. It's something you need to slip into the food. But it would almost certainly make them useless for easily a handful of hours. Best case scenario, you could easily get them to be off their feet for a good 24. Out of character, it's torpor. It is an ingestion-based poison. They need to pass the saving throw or be poisoned for 4d6 hours. At best, they're poisoned for 4 hours. At worst, they're poisoned for 24.
So, even if they pass, what do they pass the throw? What is
They're sick for an hour.
So they're still sick.
They're still sick no matter what.
What's the DC?
DC's only 15, unfortunately, by base.
But if I'm using that on someone who's not con-based...
Then it would really fuck them up. Additionally, while poisoned, that creature is considered incapacitated.
That's for 1 or 2 uses.
It is a single-use poison.
Yeah, this is gonna look at Asha. You think we can find a use for that?
Quite easily. You will have to come work with me on a few ideas, but I have a few thoughts.
I do have another option if you'd like.
What's the other one?
Oh, ether. Just a bottle of ether.
Yeah, knockout juice.
Yes, I can sell you 2 of these, no problem.
How many hits are in each one?
It's still a single use per
Yeah.
thing, but the difference is you don't need to shove this into someone's food.
Yeah,
You
it's
just need to get them to breathe it in, and they'll go out for quite a while.
Darius will just calmly over the earpiece say, "Am I allowed to spend 600 gold?" This is at the group.
Yeah, this is at you guys.
On what? That's a lot.
Poison? Good
Is
poison?
is it good poison?
It's essentially knockout juice. Someone breathes it in, they go unconscious.
I suppose. I know, but it's not that infinite. I suppose that would be useful if we ever needed to do another stealth mission.
Can you study and figure out how it works?
I know how it works, I just don't have the materials for it. Out of character, I would know how ether works, correct?
Yeah, ether's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. I just need the materials to remake it. But that's not exactly easy to come by on the road. Mainly because, well, if you buy all the materials in one place, people are gonna know you're making ether and ask you a lot of questions. I'm leaving this up to the group if it's alright.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Fine with it.
Yeah.
I do not control the money.
I know, but I'm not gonna make a $600 purchase without getting everyone's consent.
It's okay, we got a lot of platinum.
I know we got a lot of platinum, but eventually it'll run out.
Why are you turning Italian? This is
That's
gross. It's like I'm looking at my family again.
Yeah, but let's... I already took the potion of youth off. Let's get both the ether, the 2 hits of the ether, and the ingestible.
Okay. So the torpor and the ether. Okay.
Yeah. Can you put those on my sheet?
I'll do that.
Because I assume you have an item card for it.
I do. Well, I don't have like a custom made one, but I have an item card for it.
Yeah, I know what you meant. There goes
Anything-
the potion of youth.
Anything else you're looking for?
Trying to decide if I want to be that sketchy today.
I think you're sketchy every day, in fairness.
I don't know, selling this would be pretty sketchy.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
In fact, I'd argue it's probably the most sketchy thing I could sell in my inventory.
What is it?
Forged letters from a judge in North Eckes.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ!
This.
Okay, the dice don't want me to sell that, so you're good.
Okay.
I did a wisdom check to see if I was gonna be that reckless to get cool shit.
So plutonium appears to be shitting the bed.
Darius will look at Asher. Anything you want?
Nothing that I can think of at the moment.
Well, then let's meander back over.
Mm-hmm.
Meandering your way back over to each other and meeting up, you would see that Darius appears to be carrying a package, a little paper bag containing 3 vials. What is there anything else you guys wish to try to find down here out of curiosity?
I can't think of anything.
Did you decide whether you were gonna either sell some of the cigars that I stole or keep some?
If you offer it to Granny, she will definitely keep some for herself because
Mhm.
that is she's all about like using the luxury you have. But yeah, we could probably try to sell the rest of it.
think we also have a few item things we stole.
Did we
But
ever sell those
I-
paintings?
I don't know, Miss Thief. Why don't you check over your inventory for a little
Yeah,
bit? Because I
me
got a
too.
feeling there's a lot there.
Did we ever
I-
sell those paintings?
No.
So we have an entire thing of very expensive paintings.
Oh,
That was
buddy,
the pain to sell it to High Lord or something.
you guys have a lot of things you're sitting on, like,
Let me see.
stolen.
Um,
Also
stolen pocket watch, stolen jewelry, stolen cheese.
Not the cheese.
We have to
Stolen
keep the cheese.
boxes.
That is very important.
The cheese.
The rat couldn't
The
take
cheese is
no
for
one else
us.
We also do have 6 medium bags of Ocean's Blessing.
That
Which
was
is a-
the sea invisibility drug, right?
Yeah.
Which might cause addiction.
4
It will.
vials of something tears. Habas?
Papers.
Heebie-deebies.
I
We have Stone
EBDB.
Giant Muscle.
feel like the stone giant muscle might be better selling it to like a magic place.
I still love that.
If you don't mind, I actually have something that I can use the stone giant muscle for.
Okay.
I can make
still-
something good out of that.
We still have a Jabberwock eye and vampire teeth. We should probably use those at some point.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
are
but
like,
I use that,
potion
right?
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I'm saying we should probably use those at some point.
Stolen
Connor's just
jewelry.
going through Kaz's sheet now.
I'm just
I
pulling
don't
out-
have most of the stolen. Oh wait, no, it's in
What
the.
do you mean?
He's literally. I don't know, but I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm looking
not
at
there.
the list on Discord, not on Foundry.
I also have an expensive typewriter I stole.
Yeah.
3
it's just-
boxes of vintage wine, 1 box of vintage, half of it, a box of ancient copper wire, a scarf.
Hey, Connor,
My
this does sound
man.
like a weirdly fucked up thing.
Yeah, what's up?
Are there people obsessed with like killers like they are in real world?
Now Connor has to
man.
think about true crime podcasts and media and
I think the
media
is,
storms.
like, pervasive, so I don't know if that would.
I don't
Like,
think
that
it would
that
be.
really happened with like.
I don't think it would be as big
No, I think
as
you guys
it is
you do
now.
know the current craze with modern history and murder mystery started with Jack the Ripper, correct? There's an entire
100%.
book
Yeah,
about
well,
it.
I was literally gonna ask, like, were people obsessed over Jack, like, not like normal obsessed over Jack the Ripper, because I know it was a whole big thing, but like flower crowd obsessed with Jack the
Well,
Ripper.
it's funny
at
you
the
mentioned flower
time of
crowns.
Jack the Ripper, yeah.
I was gonna see if there was anyone who would have sold a flower crown found on a dead woman.
That's grim.
Is there like an oddities shop? Because that sounds like something you'd find at an oddities shop. Next to like a.
I don't know
yeah,
why
it's,
you.
it's called Moe's Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And it's literally a pawn shop for when you're selling things and Mo will buy it and don't ask, don't tell. Simple as that.
Becca, I don't know why you're judging me.
Okay, so let me just pull through the book of shit that you guys have laying about. Costella's got a stolen pocket watch worth about 100 gold. Costella's got stolen jewelry worth 250 gold. Costella's
I
got a 50 gold spellcasting focus gem.
I didn't put the paintings in there. I'm just.
Oh my god!
Where are we keeping the chair?
Bag of
Bag of
holding.
holding.
Bag of holding. I don't
Um,
remember how many paintings I stole. Not gonna lie.
It was
think-
300 gold worth.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't keep track on these things.
So then you have the expensive cigars worth about 500 gold, an expensive chair that someone stole for some reason for 50
Yes.
gold, expensive books for about 350, various paintings for 350. Then there's what Darius has. And
Not that
Darius,
much.
you have, let's see, no. You have an expensive portable typewriter. I believe that one was valued at about 250.
I don't know. You never told me. I also have the fire crystal salts that were used to make the explosion in the cave.
Are you gonna keep that or just sell it?
I don't know how much it's worth.
Throw it in
Okay.
the water that we landed in.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
All of it, all at once.
Boil it.
I have the forged letters for Amador.
You guys are crazy. I travel so late. I think don't have things.
I need to tell
Same,
you.
Jill.
I need to tell you, Jill.
Yeah.
Your sheet last campaign was basically like both Costella's and Darius's.
Yeah, because Ro would never clean shit out. Like, I've had this banana for 6 years. It's solidified. I don't know what's
Also,
with it.
Connor, how much would a dried flower crown found on a dead woman be worth?
I'm gonna say he will buy it from you for about 5 gold, and isn't going to judge you. If you want him to judge you, he'll buy it for 10.
Okay.
When he buys it, I want him to pull a box out from under the counter that says flower crowns found on dead women and put it in there and put the box back under. And you're not allowed to ask why he has that. It's part of the rule.
Yeah, Moe's don't ask, don't tell pawn shop. That
Don't
is
ask.
the exact point of it.
If you ask, you get charged 50 gold.
Exactly.
And you don't get told.
And I'm imagining this guy just talks like Mo Sislak from The Simpsons.
Yeah, but Connor, what does the tears do again?
The
I remember the ocean blessing. That
You never
like,
found
it-
out.
You never found out?
No, because when you rolled, you failed. Basically, you didn't roll well enough.
Oh shit. Oh well.
Or if I recall correctly, I could very well be wrong because I am an idiot.
I don't know. If I don't remember, chances are you didn't tell me. I do my best to remember the drug stuff.
So, all of the loose, very clearly sellable loot stuff that's valued about 1,450 gold total.
Well, can we like keep, because I think Granny would parse out like, I wasn't sure how many cigars there were. If we parse out like 20 cigars, that lowers it by 100 gold.
Yes.
So if we could do that for
If you want, that is between you all.
That's between you and God.
That's between you and Kaz.
That's
Yeah,
between you
well-
and lung cancer.
Kaz already kind of gave me like a blank check, and if Granny has lung cancer, it's too late anyway. She's on her way out.
Fuck?
Actually, there's
Like,
cigars
what
in
is
fairness.
your
There's cigars in fairness. It'd probably be throat cancer. So
Yeah, she's already going. It doesn't make any difference to her.
Oh my god.
She's ancient already.
hey, in fairness,
Honestly.
my dad said the same thing to my to his mom, my grandma, when she was like 80. He always told her, "Hey, look, Ma, you're already at the outside edge of it. You may as well pick up smoking now. There's no point." And in fairness, she died of Alzheimer's. It wasn't anything physical. It was Alzheimer's.
Okay.
So he was right.
We don't have
Well-
time to get into the fact that Alzheimer's may be more physical than they originally thought right
Yeah.
now.
Well, it's your brain going
We
away.
don't have time for this.
So are you gonna keep 20 cigars?
Yeah.
Okay,
I-
add 20 expensive cigars to your inventory.
Yep. Already did.
Okay. Do you guys want to sell all those things?
Yes.
That's what
We
most of it
should.
Kaz has.
Feel deprived from my sins of stealing.
You will never be clean of those.
No, I will not. I'm.
To steal more.
You can sell the objects, but you can never sell the guilt.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. I did that
Money.
already.
This is
Okay, out of sight, out of mind. I amend my
This is the
previous
equivalent-
statement.
of like selling to vendors in Final Fantasy to clean out your inventory.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have 6 dodo bird chicken breasts?
Why do you have all these alphas?
Why do you have all these outfits? Where are you finding
Right.
these? Is this just some guy's eyeball?
Are you cleaning it out, Connor?
Yep. I am.
Okay, thank
I
you.
am purging your inventory.
Wait, even the block of cheese! Are we getting rid
I'm
of
leaving
that?
the block of cheese. Asher said keep the block of cheese.
That's
Okay.
the cheese is for us. Also, it was from a grave, so
That
Yeah.
was also
Exactly.
stolen.
it would feel a little weird as well.
At some point, you
We should at least
either.
enjoy it.
You should probably eat that at some point.
Yeah,
It's
before it gets
cheese.
moldy.
Not.
Well, before it gets moldy.
We're gonna give it to Tana, and Tana's gonna make us a delicious meal. Because Asher still has the rasher pork belly too.
You do.
Yeah,
Dana's looking
that's
at
like
her
the
bag
only
of.
weird thing that Asher even has in his inventory. Because boy can't
Yeah.
carry like anything, and most of it's ammunition.
Me looking down at the oranges, coconuts, and pomegranates in my bag.
Those oranges have seen better days.
How about the pomegranates and coconuts?
The pomegranates are looking rough. Do you think they might still be edible? The coconuts, you don't know, because they are coconuts, and they are sealed, so you don't know.
See, that's the glory of my character. You never know when we're gonna need rotten fruit.
What?
Yep.
Someone
Yeah,
might be
I
really
guess we
bad on
don't.
stage. Someone might be really bad on
Yeah.
stage.
And you can just lob a coconut at him.
Yeah, lava rotten coconut.
That's manslaughter.
Also, Connor, you can't say that. Did you see how I used stuff at the end of campaign last time?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. I used a coconut to blow a hole in the cave in this campaign.
That's true.
I mean, any of those fruits Asher could cast catapult on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Exactly. Darius is
Get
keeping
him
them for
moving
Asher.
it, mock Jesus, and take somebody the fuck out.
So are there any bits or bobs you need to pick up from down here in the black market, or anything in particular that you're looking for here that you think you may not be able to find elsewhere?
Boy.
If there is ever a time for you guys to ask me about questionable things or illegal things, now is the moment.
So Asher is gonna inquire about explosive powders. And not in a propellant nature, like legit explosives.
So, Mo is gonna look at you and go, so, how explosive?
Asher is going to pull out. Good heavens. Who all is here to see this?
I would imagine all of you, unless you
Okay.
say otherwise.
Cool. So Asher is going to pull out something that's clearly experimental. It just looks like the actual bullet part of a bullet, but it's you can tell it looks more like it's a frame of one. It looks like there's enough space to put something in it, and it's about the size of his hand. It's stupid big, and he's going to place it on the counter and go, I need it to be able to fit in this with the most punch that you have.
Well, I think I've got something that might fit there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what you're looking for, but I think it'll work.
I'm in the point of experimenting, so.
He pulls out what looks to be a necklace with 3 orange beads on it, and he kind of holds it up. This is a necklace of fireballs. You could use one of the beads for that, maybe.
Excuse me. Darius feels the need to cut it at this
Asher
point.
is gonna.
You can take it. Do they recharge, or is it just
These are single use.
So once they're done, this is just a normal necklace.
Once this is done, it's a string.
Keep that in mind, Asher.
How much for these?
960.
Asher's gonna put it down.
This is meant to be an emergency use weapon for people who are, needing to cast a fireball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck kind of freak shit you're doing.
Darius looks down at Luz, picks him up and put him on the counter. This is the freak shit.
Why are you sticking your dick in a cat?
No.
Well,
Really? We are going to go with those. There's.
this is the weirdest thing we
don't
have
do
right
that.
now.
No. Honestly, I would rather just, I'm finding ways to materially remove things from existence. That is what I'm doing with this. The other thing, do you have an unfortunately large quantity of phosphorus?
No, we don't really keep shit like that around here.
All right.
Well, the issue is that you can see the state of the buildings we're sitting in. Yeah, we don't really keep that around. We sell it to any miners or dwarves that come rolling by that need shit like that. And then we just say, all right, take it by. And then that's it.
All right.
So unfortunately, the shit I've got is meant to be used for this, not, gunpowder. We don't keep gunpowder around here.
Are we all okay with me spending money on these beads here?
Because I know you and you could probably figure out how to replicate it at some point.
Wait.
Yeah.
All right. You said 960.
960.
Look,
How
we
strong
need
is
to
the
start
fireball?
Oh, it's a fireball.
to just third level. Out of character, just third level.
Straight fireball.
Gay fireball.
Gay fire. Gay fire.
Gay
All
fire.
right.
Maybe why? I don't know.
That
No,
seems
if it's gay, it would be a flaming ball.
That seems a bit expensive for just a basic fireball. Could we do 9?
No. We don't do bargaining around here. Someone should have told you that already.
None of you do art. This is the worst.
Well,
Actually,
look, you guys just sold me a flower crown that you say is coming from a dead person's head,
It is.
and a bunch of stolen goods. My secrecy is worth you not bargaining with me.
Honor among thieves code, basically.
Exactly.
Asher is going to pull out his custom handgun, the slug launcher. So you would much rather just not worry about bargaining and potentially lose a future source of unique items?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I respect that. Sure. 960.
This place sucks.
Would you like to buy it for 960 or no?
The problem with this place is Asher is so used to being able to talk his way into getting shit
Yeah.
that he's having issues dealing with it.
He's
Like,
like,
why does anyone bargain with me?
none of you want to do business. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
We made a union a while ago, and it's been working pretty well for us. So yes,
You guys are
I fully
unionized?
support I fully support the unions. This is
yes, thus no bargaining.
what I agree with. Lisa and I agree with the union wholeheartedly. I don't agree with the not negotiating. It's frustrating.
Sure, don't break the picket line.
I'm not breaking the picket line. I would never do this. It's just frustrating. All right. This is fine. Thank you. May you have a pleasant rest of your day.
No problem. If you have other stolen things you need to sell, come here.
Only if you give us a good price.
And you make your way back out into the black market beneath Ghiran. So, okay, yes?
As we're like heading out, it's like that last sip from the drink at the restaurant. Fitz is gonna run back into the bookstore, shocking everyone. Fitz in the bookstore, who would have thought it? And just kind of very quickly after, like, I'm working on a sort of internal hunch about something. Do you have any books about dragons, by any chance? Their locations, names?
Sure, I've got a few. Yeah. What kind? Like, what kind of information are you looking for?
Just general, nothing insane. I'm not looking to
Okay.
directly track them. I just sort of, I think
We've got uses for dragon components. Not necessarily illegal, but largely frowned upon, especially in communities that work near them. Dragons and mortals, the reproductive habits between the two. We have, let's see. Actually, I've got something that's not a book. So I've got a map. Well, maps. See, it's a bit like a, how do we call it? It's like a lottery card. See, every place has got someone's claiming that they've found a dragon hoard, or they buried a dragon hoard somewhere, or a treasure somewhere. And then the maps that come circulating around. Well, I don't have the time to verify it, and no one I work with has the time to verify it, and we don't even know if someone stole it already. But I've got some maps if you'd like to buy one of those. Might point you to a hoard.
I'm not looking to steal from a dragon, which is probably an odd thing to say down here, but
They might be dead, in fairness.
I don't want a dead dragon either.
What are you looking for?
Just in general, like a list of them. Maybe where they live, what their names are.
He holds back up the book on reproductive habits between mortals and dragons.
No, I just haven't. I don't think you've got what I'm looking for. But thank you so much. I'm sure that there's someone in the world who
If you're looking for stuff on, like, finding people who, like, know about dragons, I mean, you could try that school up top. It's possible at least one of them knows about some dragons that might be in this area.
That does sound like more my speed of things. A school.
Well, I just need to say, I mean, this is a literature place for criminals. A lot of the stuff is either frowned upon or straight up illegal, so...
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but this isn't really my theme, so...
I can tell. You look like a bit of a nerd.
Alright, well, hurtful, but true.
Not wrong.
I said true. Thank you very much for this lovely book that I bought earlier, but I think I'll pass on your dragon reproductive book. But again, someone, you'll find someone. I'm sure.
I know I will. There are plenty.
That's really great for them. Thank you, goodbye. Anti-dragon fucker Fitz. Complete opposite from last campaign.
Now Connor's gonna introduce a bookish dragon.
No! What if we
No! Fuck!
Who's very sweet and stumbles over his words.
I already introduced a Dragonborn like that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know.
He's great and he's my best friend. He's my best friend.
When's the last time you saw him?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Damn.
You don't know my life.
No, I do. The last time you saw him was at the beginning of the campaign.
And you still remember him.
I hope he's
Regan-
okay.
Regan's a great man.
He's great. He was so nice. Kind soul.
I wonder what happened to one.
I was literally just thinking that like
Who
5
knows?
minutes ago.
Who knows?
He's
I
like
know.
shaking in an alley somewhere.
So, any other things you guys would look to get here?
Out.
Right.
Get
Great question. How do you get out?
I assume you take a little boat.
That's actually not a bad guess. Actually, thank you for mentioning that.
What else would we do? We fell through the roof. There's a
Fine.
giant lake.
Fair enough. You can climb. Breath of the Wild style, start climbing, eating food as you do to make sure you don't run out of stamina.
We change into our tank top so we can climb faster.
You guys will be able to catch a boat that leads out towards a section of the coast, effectively, about a little ways south of Ghiran, where the fellow on the boat will basically just kind of give you a polite nod and pick up the boat and start walking it back inside the actual cave itself.
Wait, did you say pick up the boat?
Yeah, it's a dinghy. Like it's a little like a little like
Okay.
yeah, a little rowboat. You can
We're
lift
not-
those.
We're not all gonna fit on
It's
that.
actually it's like a
No, there are-
Goliath and it's a sailboat.
No, that's no. That's it. Is basically a situation where they will have like to ferry out a few of you at a time. But eventually, your night will come to an end, and you finish up your business down in the black market itself. By this point, it's about 9:30. Night has fallen. It is dark out. You can hear the faint sounds of a town alive right now. People are either out enjoying the night, drinking, or just going for a stroll, but things are appearing to wind down right now. Anything in particular you need from Ghiran right now? Yes,
Should
Jolly?
we be worried about Shay? Since it's next to the mountain you're on?
We can call him next session and check in on him.
Yeah, we should probably
Yeah, see how he's holding up.
Okay. In that case, you guys begin making your way back over to the cart, feeling a little bit lighter now that you have gotten rid of some of the ill-gotten gains that your party has taken over the sessions. And I am realizing now you guys are absolutely neutral. You're not a good group of people like last time.
What the fuck do you mean you're just now realizing it?
Well, it's one of those things where you step back and realize you guys stole about 1,500 gold worth of gold from various people.
Correct.
I didn't.
Kaz stole.
Kaz stole most of this.
I blame my kleptomania. Thank you very
Also,
much.
to be fair, most of the stuff that Kaz stole was also from bad people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
People
warehouse.
I
don't
never
anymore.
steal from actual business folks. Thank
Yeah,
you.
You mean like that warehouse in Magreen where you stole a box
There's
of
no
cigars?
person there. That's a warehouse.
It was one box.
Also, if it's in a warehouse, that's probably a corporation.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know that.
Corporations aren't people, Connor. This isn't like the US.
You don't
Yeah.
know that. Okay, first off, yes, corporations aren't people in this game. Second, you don't know that was actually just a bunch of corporations. It could have been people just putting it there for shipping.
Well, they should have thought about that before they decided.
Well, I can't revert that, can I?
No.
We can't.
You can
Yeah,
always
it's
steal
like
more.
we couldn't put it back. So the crime is done. So we might as well get the money for it.
Connor, I think you just overestimate what being good is.
I'm very good. I would like to point that out. Fitz is a very good little guy. Never did a crime.
I don't know
Anti-
what Deus is, but she's a detective.
Anti-mortal
That's all that
dragon
matters.
relationship, apparently.
Not it's not for him. He's like, whatever, do what you want. I don't want to read a book about fucking dragons. It's not in my future.
You know of.
Not this campaign. Last campaign.
One shot.
Book written by Bro.
It's Rosalind Lindenbrook.
Not even like a pseudonym, just like
Just Ro. Just straight up your
Ow.
fucking name.
Boom. Fuck your dragon.
As a halfling.
How to Fuck Your Dragon's a very different
Oh
book.
God.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think-
Anyways.
I don't think DreamWorks would like that movie.
No, that exists. I'm so sorry.
I mean, there's
I'm
another
sorry.
website that's on.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So, with that, you guys go back to the cart, wind down for the night, and look over your ill-gotten gains, feeling a little bit lighter. We will pick this up next week. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I apologize if it was a little bit of a more mellow one, but since we are down a player and
We're down one
no.
physically and down another one metaphorically.
mentally. But thank you all so very much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you've been watching this on YouTube or Spotify, thank you. We do appreciate your support. With all that said, you guys can follow us on Dicefunctional with an underscore at Twitter. You can join our Discord. There should be a link that appears in the Twitch chat at occasional points, and we do mention it on the Twitter. But with all that said, we all need to figure out some food for ourselves. Some of us need to go back to being asleep. And with all that said, say bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.